Yo, peace to the people. This is gonna be another learning show, but we might just shoot the breeze and chill. Right now, let me play y'all this song. Which one we gonna play? I'm gonna go to an older album. I like doing that sometimes. Go back to the high row font and play Mike Memorial. Let's go.
Hey yo, just so your bookie don't overlook me, I still rock a show with rookies, the flow is cookies. Dipped in milk, Spider-Man dipped in silk. I gangsta lane and left the tilt. Sit mic check, ace deuce. See the 7 deuce Monte Carlo? Yeah, that's the gray goose. Right hand, your hype man. Why the crew Bogart, your bodyguard. We so hard, Yakuzali, your body scarred. Still shoot a Glock, user rockin' pop music. See the Mac flow over ya. The gap blow, Joe, you see so many arms, you get arachnophobia, the black foe. Shut shit like the lacto, normally laid back, but he on the attack. It's the chic answer, Diop or hip hop. The rhyme in Van Sertima, Lockjaw, Ursa Ma'at, Ross, and Tepin Ra. The planned murderer of land burglars. It's the twat first stellar people. Nigga, we the best. Rome next to the Olmecs. Who told the secrets to the Masons? Rock ride my pineal with no apron to who these scriptures. Rappers trying booby trappers, but we truly vicious, wild and unruly with it. Rap songs, animated Pixar, movie pictures on the utmostest. Rain like the third Tutmosis. We got with the tongue play, I place words in the beats. When it's heard in the streets, it's like audible feng shui. With tennis shoes hanging from electric wires, corner store wallpaper, neglected flyers. And you expect the liars to rectify us. When cops come around, they petrify us. Emptiers won't deny us pious. We only understand the heights of the highest. Who the most treacherous? Son, the flow effortless. Wonderful wet tundra flow. The essence is excellence. Drop bombs under your bungalow. Heavy flow, bro. Don't get caught in the undertow. You got fans that'll be irresponsible. Most rappers know, so they fear the monster. Boy, wet, saturated, hydrated. I vibrated up out of my physical. A wizard to you pseudo-lyrical misfits. This is more than a band. These are signs and symbols of primordial man. Smash, rock, and toe ray. Twice your lifespan. Can't deal with my style. With my style. They can't deal with my style. It's style of in Oakland the other day, 4 cops got wasted. I was spitting raps to race shit in the basement. I shine luminous, rhyme catalog numerous. The lunar solar and polar, mic controller, not a Kabbalah follower. Crown chakra rocker, got to medicate, to elevate, and educate the featherweight. Y'all better wait for casual next album, and if it don't drop, it levitate. The best flow, just so celestial, boy, I spit helium. If you don't know God, well, I'm the medium for meeting them. Full of game, still a pull a thing, gorilla killer aim. My raps float over tracks like the bullet train. I have to squeeze big lyrics in microphones. I need a macro phone. Your tour is like an Apple phone. 16 gigs for 3 Gs. You should.
All right, do me a favor, y'all. Go on and like the video, put up a comment, say something, share the video in groups that like studying the metal nature or whatever. Do something to help the page so we can have popular shows. What's up with the truth? Thanks for saying that's fire. I'm gonna give you another fire piece real quick. Another fire piece. This is more like this song is done with Silk E from Oakland. Shout out to Silk E. I was in my conscious bag, my African bag, but I was trying to hip hop it up. Try to feel me. See, that's saying teach to me. Teach, 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 teach. Beat the lyrics though.
Got the ladies get looser and sacred spit. Seducer, producer, you speak of MCs, half of them fear me. I step in African jury from Alpha Centauri. While you're rapping impurities, the nation is facing sterilization. But the polar bear can't stand the solar flare. And Rock greet him with the coldest stare like he hot. A towering inferno, yeah. At this altitude, dude, you can't burn up here. See your heat waves get trapped in the thermosphere to confirm your internal fears. I ride off on the sound wave, popping your neck. All you hear is sonic booms or the Doppler effect. You rockin' correct, got some shit I can respect. You coming from the proper respect, we got to connect. Symbolisms, but speak modest. Nikes on my feet, that's what I think about your Greek goddess. Regardless, elite artist, the speech flawless, the beat awesome. Make white folks and hype so safe. In the 6'7" Chevelle, 600 horses pushing the God, you never could tell. 90 degrees on the lapel, wearing it well. You're medieval like your concepts of heaven and hell. When the Messiah come back, let him rebel. They probably deny his word and put him in jail. That's why you see me at the range and trying to buy a gun rack. It's simple and plain, it's called mental games. It's like
bombs in my place in a war. 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 Destruction of the fleshly car. Bombs in my place in a war. Destruction of the fleshly car. They say that is the way, but the people are dying.
All right, this what happened.
Bombs in my place in a war. Destruction of the fleshly car.
Now, this what happened. I know this is different, but I just have to put you up on game. We was in New Mexico at a show, and for some reason, I think the security was kind of racist, and they thought they was gonna beat up the rappers. And I was there, y'all. I'm nothing but a defender, dog. I don't aggress upon nothing. Check it out. So that's how I met the ladies who sung on that song right there. But no, hold on. It says Silk E. So, but it was originally these sisters from New Mexico who sang on that song right there. We had a show. I don't know why these security guards thought they was just about to beat up the rapper. But it was just like this one swole white dude who just wanted to be crazy. I shined that night. I love nights when it go down crazy like a war and you get to shine. That'd be cool. Forget all the other moments, man. When it's going down, you need to shine. Like, you need to go and you need to snap into action. This is your moment. You feel me? Bro, I knocked that dude so out. I don't even care if we talking about Kemet. I'm just reminiscing off that song. Because I was like, I'm not getting involved in this, but I'm with everybody. But it was two other groups. He wasn't running up on my group. They was running up on another group that was with us. We all traveling on the road together. And it went down. I'm gonna get off that though. But that song reminded me of that. It was hella funny. But anyway, what's up with the people? Shout out to Pharaoh X, Aviator. Without Casual, there'll be no Grouch. Grouch is my man. We working on the album. We went to high school together. That might be true, but he still might have went into hip hop though. But he told me a long time ago that I was, he liked my style. So I like Grouch style. That's my man. What's up with Frank Roberts? Chemetology. We about to study chemetology. Don't even trip. We're going to learn something. Jay Commodore, when that next project dropping? That's a good question. All of our focus been going into the next Hyro record. But, I got stuff cooking too. I got a joint with a few people that's kind of cool. Got that Polo joint that I ain't put out with Thurston Howell yet. Got a joint with David Banner that's a banger that I gotta hit him up and be like, well, what's up with that joint? You feel me? But that's all gonna probably be going on my next record. And so until then, I'm just gonna be studying and kicking it. All right. So I put the English. I went and got the English. I don't know why we was ever doing this. Just because I'll be chilling sometimes, don't even be tripping. Not so concerned with the English, but we really can't get nothing if we just looking at the Metal Netter and looking at our baby's translations as we try to learn the hieratic right, and then not letting people know what it originally said in English. I think that's a problem. Right? So I pulled up. So now we got the English translations, the Metal Netter, so we can work through it. And now, hold on. Because what I'm looking at, I want to make sure we start right where we're supposed to be starting. This already say 12, 11. You feel me? Hold up. There we go. Cool. So you see where it say the instruction of the governor of the city? Let me put it on big screen. All right, man, let me forget. Here we go. So that's that first line we've been looking at, and I'm going to go to the hieratic just to tempt us to commit this to memory, because this text ain't going to change. It's going to be like this for the rest of history. This is the Prissy Papyrus, the instructions of Ptahhotep. And so what they're telling us here, all right, let me close some other stuff. Well, close a few pages. What they say is the instruction of the governor of the city. So now I'm going to bring this document back to the beginning so we can peep game. But now it is the instruction of the governor of the city because he was the governor of the city, but the instruction is to his son or to one who follows him. Young men, it's like teachings. So this is where we get, you ever heard us call Brother Reggie Saber? You ever heard us call any of our elders who give us our knowledge Saber? That's where this comes from, right? And so it comes from this shining star, right? And that star is related to plenty of things. You will see it related to the duat in a celestial sense. But if you see the star and it's not in a celestial sense, if they're not talking about the cosmos, it'll probably be related. Now, let me keep it clear. It will possibly be related to instructions or teachings, but then there's a rendition of the word saber that simply means a door, right? But now this is not saber. See, what you see highlighted now is saber, the SBA right here. But this word is more extensive, and each time you add extra radicals, especially behind the root word, you're changing the meaning of the word. Shout out to the proper perspective. This is how we do it every day on this show. Let your people know. So this is the instructions right here. But how did it turn from to teach to instructions? Because to teach is a verb. Teach. See, you know how to change. We know how to change this verb into a noun. To teach is not a person. If you got to say to in front of it, it's a verb. To walk, to run, to teach. That's just an easy way to remember. You ain't gonna say to car, to man, to Oakland. You will say to Oakland, but that's directional. I'm going to Oakland. But you see what I'm saying? And so like this, the state of this verb changed by adding these extra additional radicals, which is the double reed leaf, which represents the Y right here. Dang, man, if my document don't stop doing that. Represents the Y, and then the T. It changed it from to teach to teachings. So teachings is turned into instruction. because you got to say it as a noun. Teachings are a thing, but to teach is a verb. Feel me? So by adding these additional radicals, we took the verb, made it a noun, and now it's instructions. Instructions, a thing. Let's go back and find that on the original. It's right here. So let me show you where it stopped. Now we got to start noticing, this is how I just stepped my game up so much in reading the hieratic I'm talking about in the last, just like week, dog. I made so much progress that I could just like kind of read this now. It's kind of crazy. Because I start formulating my own systems for remembering things, and I will share stuff, but until they get debunked, right? Like always, this is just from me. I never heard nobody say this, but what I've noticed consistent with this text at least, because you got to remember hieratic is like cursive. So everybody gonna write that different. But this initial radical that we see is a star. It's the same as this one. And when we go to the English, it's the instructions. Now for of the, we won't see a the, but what we will see is a genitival adjective, neat, which means to, just always think belonging, wait a minute. Because I was about to say, we can often just say of, but when it's genitival, it's like ownership. So sometimes they say belonging to. So teachings belonging to the. Now this is the more word. It doesn't say more, but in the conscious community, we thought this said more for hella long because we seen an M and an R. And Brother C. Freeman L said that had something to do with Moors. It was a mistake. This is a abbreviation of a term, M-E-R. You see it say M-E-Ra? That's because we don't know what side the vowel was on the R. See this R right here? So we know it's a vowel on either side of it, because you're not just on R, we presume it was, and most people side with thinking that the vowel went after the R. So they say M-E-Ra. I don't think the vowel went after the R because they would have heard the word Ra and they would have thought Ra. And for that reason, I think it was M-E-R. Because you can tell the difference if I say to you M-E-R, you know I'm not saying Ra. And there's never a radical behind this R to let us know where it was. So this is M-E-R, or overseer. That's why we see in the English the leader. Right? They just putting it in the context. Now we know 049, but we gotta go visit that in the. Now peep gang. Something I learned from J Mill and Chris is about ligatures. Additional little insignificant strokes that's only there to connect glyphs, basically. To connect glyphs, right? So the first thing I peeked is, ain't no way I'm gonna know this is a star by looking at that, so I gotta dedicate that to memory. When you see this like this, boop, 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 that's a star. Now, when I started figuring out a system to dedicate things to memory, I already figured out that if you start in the upper, and it hasn't been debunked yet, it may be one day, but so far, if they start to the upper right, stroke back down, and then do like that, it's always a bird. It's just gonna be a different type of a bird. Now, I haven't got that debunked yet. This is a bird. Because they put this backward turn on it, that's the only thing that lets you know that that's going to be an A bird. And then we could go to Molière. That's this bird. But then what we could do is go to Molière and see if that remains consistent, because this work is so good. What he did was went through all the papyri and showed you how it be changing. So what we have to realize is, until I get into the basement of this university that I'm on my way to find these untranslated documents, until we looking at untranslated documents, then everything is already worked on. And so he can make a system like this to show us In the Prissy Papyrus, it looked like this, but in Sinaway, it looked like this. In Westcar, it looked like this. This is just different examples of people's cursive. And since that's what we got left to us, that's what we got to peep. So now, there's a few, now we can just see, is my theory correct about the M-bird right here? Check it out. I ain't never heard nobody teach this, but there's a few things I noticed about these glyphs that I know that the people notice too, and you can see this was reflected. So I had a theory that this M was all often, because this top piece that looks like a backwards 3 is representative of this M. It's a different way to write it. But I was forming the theory that this is the phonetic complement M. So this right here is just helping me debunk that and to throw that out, because this is not in phonetic complement here. It is just the first radical, or it is an M with an A under it. So we could notice if we see a backwards 3, because don't nothing else really look like the backwards. Well, I ain't gonna say that yet. But either, so let me tell you the first way. On this bird, which is following that stroke, is going back, then going over, but it got the Y on top, is what I'm calling it. Look, notice that Y on top. What is that Y on top? That little, you see this? You start the pen over here, go up, go down, do. Well, to me, again, you see it's not really debunked, because I would have noticed it right here too. I would have noticed it right there, right here, and right here. So it's basically consistent through all the papyri except this one. Now you would have looked at this 3 and then looked at that, like that's giving you the same thing. So what is that really to me? If we look at this bird has a peculiar character. It's the only one that looks off of the page towards the person. Like if I was at the walls of Egypt, staring at the wall, this bird is looking directly at me. It turned its head. It's not looking that way like all the other birds. It turned its head to the right and is looking at you. So you see this little V? That's what this is. And so when I'm in the text, it ain't never been wrong. There go the V. So this is that bird on top of another word. Now you got to figure it out. He says, Sabayid is the passive feminine participle. Okay, that which is taught are teachings. You feel me? And you can form participles with the YT more. There you go. So I didn't get that too far off. That's that passive feminine, but I didn't say feminine. But I did recognize it was the participle. All right. So if it was aggressive, I mean, if it wasn't passive, if it was active, I guess it would be learning something. You feel me? Because if you, I mean, I don't know, how would it be stated? How would Saba be stated in the active voice, Brother Chris? So let's go back to this. So then to work this out, if I am correct that this is an M bird on top of here, because it got the V, it strokes back. Well, what is the M bird sitting on top of right here? And so now I gotta kind of notice where the ligature come, because they finish with the bird when they come up here, right? So I'm about to try to see what this is sitting on top of before I look at the text. Oh, it's sitting on top of an R. See? So this is an M bird sitting on top of an R. Now, how do I know that? Only by the strokes, because the R really kind of looked like this, but this might not be an R. This is a papyrus roll with the dot on top. But it's the strokes. So you go back once, come back up, and go down, right? Well, he can't make this close like an R because of this this ligature that is connecting the two glyphs. So this is an M, and he wanted to go droop, droop, droop like an R and close this off, but it's connected. So this is our M-E-R that we was just talking about. Look, M-R, you feel me? And they're going to Niyut, and you can clearly see the Niyut, but how do you identify the Niyut? Niyut means town. So when they say he's the overseer of the city, that's where we at. This is now all I'm doing, I'm telling you, the only thing that helped me is the little, because again, think about the pen strokes. He said the one who teaches is the active. Thank you. The pen stroke went like that, so I identified that as the M, and that's the R. There we go. We got the NEU symbol for the 049 with a T. What's the stroke of this T? How you make sure this ain't a blob, just a blob of ink? Ask yourself, where did the artist then start? And how did he form this glyph? He started here, went down, came back, and when he came back, the little space in between is out of there. This is the same motion of an R or a papyrus roll, but you don't show this space often when it's going to be a T, right? And so you'll see that be consistent too. Now this is going back, but this is not, don't be confused with what I said about I hadn't been debunked, because if this line is going through it, it ain't going to be a bird like these slamming back like that. It's going to be a man of some sort. Right? Oh, no. Was I wrong? Go back. Oh, I'm glad I was wrong. Hella glad I was wrong. Now, that is true, but the man hand awfully is at more of a diagonal angle. So that's what I was wrong. I got to remember this is Chati. This is still a bird. So what I thought I was teaching away from what I learned about the slant of the... Nope, it's still consistent. See, look. If you take this line off of it, this is still just the A bird. Feel me? Look, but now they crossed the line, and this still went up to there and came off. He probably lifted his pen and went right there. So this is still a bird. This is the Chati bird, which goes to this word, vizier. So let's do the English. Ptahhotep is next. We're gonna go to the Prissy. So that's the Chati, right? Now, what do you see right here? A P. This is a P because it looked like an E laying on his back. But then you got the ligature connecting it to another word. So I'm just saying he went like this, came back like that too. I'm just going to say it's a T. Because look, they're going to do it right here. Now this is like a... Oh, so let me not go too fast. We already know it's P, T, H. Ptah. Let's go to the glyphs. That's this right here. PTH. And here come the Hotep. Now, notice the shape of this Hotep is going to have the same thing like an R, but all they're going to indicate is there's something on top of it. Look. So look. You see a V stroke just like the M bird? But this ain't slanting at no diagonal. This is going at a different degree, and this is probably intended to be straight across. This is a Hotep with a ligature going down to a T and a P. So there you go, this T. Now look at the T by itself without the connecting ligature is just this over here. You feel me? So in a sense, all you're getting is that little backward woof to know that. And if we didn't understand that there's something connecting these two, this would look like a big old 3. But we understand that there's a P on top, then he didn't want to lift his pen up to go draw this T, so we see ju. And this is going to look like PT like this. PT right here, you feel me? This is the H for Ptah. There you go, Ptah. Now, one thing I noticed about Ptahhotep name, and this is off the subject, notice how the consonants are just inverted. Can somebody build on that one day? How you go PTH, HTP? Peace to Judah Redemption. You know this off the topic with what's the name of the song where I'm rapping over the Capone and Nogiega? Yeah, that's called God Killer. You can find, I'm gonna play that later, bruh, because that's a blapper. You can find that on our SoundCloud, Hieroglyphic SoundCloud. But anybody got anything to say about PTH, HTP being inverted? Is that just a coincidence? I never heard nobody teach nothing on that. But if you say Ptah backwards, you saying Hotep. If you say Hotep backwards, you saying Ptah. Anyway, let's keep with the real stuff and not just what I noticed. So where did the end of Ptah go? Because now we know, since this ain't an M bird with the V on the top, it's going straight back. This is the Hotep. The other thing that's a candidate, but it won't be a V. It'll just be one blob coming off of this. It's going to be a papyrus rod, right? So this is our, so that's our, what is that then? That's, oh wait, yeah, that's the Hotep. Like I said, it got a T under it, connected to the T. And here's the P. Remember, 1, 2, 3, bow. That's a P. Now, this whole thing I learned for the first time because I couldn't make what it was out. I just had to dedicate it to memory. And we clearly see is this dude sitting in a chair. So the leader of the city, the Vizier Ptah Hotep, at Ptah Hotep. Now they say in the reign of the king of Upper Egypt, Ausis, or whatever, I-S-O-S-I, Ausi. Let's see if just say that. Under the majesty of the king. Now let's see how they translated it last time. In the reign of the king. You don't want to say in the reign of the king, probably. This is an old translation. You want to know why? Because a reign is a duration of time. But this term ain't temporal. This term is better translated right here as majesty. So now it says core, which is under. Now you remember this statement because you're going to see it all the time. Why is Ptah named first? Ain't the God supposed to be last? Okay, let's look. No. See, in this one, yeah, you're right. In the honorific transposition, you're very right. See, they put Ptah first, honorific transposition. So they saying his name really probably Hotep Ptah. If we're going to be consistent. They didn't do no honorific transposition on the, they didn't change the position of the transliteration. But we could talk about that. There's a few, every time they say Hotep in their name, they don't do it. I'm in Hotep, Ptah Hotep, so maybe we can see there's some system to that. Again, we started back at the beginning because now we got it lined up with the English. And I'm going to skip some parts so we can get down to the learning parts. This is just him telling us who he is under the majesty of the king of Upper and Lower Egypt. Is see life forever to his name in eternity or whatever, you know. See, they say, may he live forever. But this just said Ren. Why they didn't say his name? Whatever. All right. So let's not get too far. I mean, I do want to get too far. I want to go, but I don't want to get too far without following the primary. Again, so what do we have here? Let me think. This is our hymn. This is our hymn. That's our hymn. I got to dedicate that to memory because we got, let me see. It appears we got a KH. I don't know this is a KH because they didn't close the circle and they put a line through it. The line represents the multiple lines that should be through it, but this is the fast way they write it. The circle ain't closed probably so we won't confuse it with another glyph they got with the line through it. So this is the KH and this are the X, whatever you want to call it, and this is just the R by following the strokes. Now, if he would have did the same stroke but closed off the circle and made it smaller, it would have probably been a T. Feel me? But there's a circle in the middle. I mean, there's a space in the middle. So this is an R. So this is what we're looking at, core. Where did that go? Up here. See, let me show you what I mean. This is the longer take your time version, Medu Neter, right? Now look how many lines is inside of this circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's because they took their time and they closed the circle. But if you writing it fast, you ain't gonna put all them lines in there. You're just gonna put one line so somebody know this the same thing. That's just my analogy. And it's been consistent. And so I don't know how this is this, but it is. You see the single stroke and then the end? They're going to single stroke and then the end. So then we know this that looks like a cross is actually the soup plant for the South. And they're going to be for the biddy. Now it looks like they put two T's, see? Ju, 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 ju. That's what I'm saying. It's the same motion, but it ain't no circle in it. So we should see two T's up under the biddy. That's what we see. Feel me? We got this easy because that's right there by Buddha Bip. That's nothing even to trip on. Two reed leaves and two S's. This is an ankh. You could confuse the ankh for the soup plant, but the cross is a little lower. It probably should even be lower, but you don't got no space to put it lower. I understand because what this represents is actually these things. And you see how low they are? So he probably would, you might see it low. We might see it lower on here. We will probably still know. He can't put it lower. It would have touched this and touched that. So maybe it'll look like this, but if I see this lower, I'm still going to think soup plant, like the knee soup biddy. Y'all can see the bee. Now notice a bee is still an insect. It ain't a bird, but it flies, and it still does the same thing. It got the V at the front. Go back slant like that, but it got another V to let you see the wings. And then the feet of the bee. We got the Isis. Now this is an Ankh jet, and then your T again. Now he didn't have enough space because of that, but you can see zoop, zoop, zoop. Still, same motion, so what is this? An R, then it gotta be an R. Let me go look. Yep, see that R? That's what I'm saying. Because it goes zoop, zoop, zoop. Y'all got that now. Think about the motion of the pen. They're going in. If anybody don't know that's a bird, they tripping. But this is the Nahi bird. One thing to think about this bird is this the only one that, so far, the only one that seems like they're taking their time to actually make look like a bird. Now, why is that though? You know what I'm saying? Probably because all the other ones got confused already. You'll get confused. You gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? But it still follows the same thing. Up, the backward stroke, but then he went probably back up to there. Now, how you do this? If I ask how I know his pen didn't start here. So he started here, probably went down and around. And yep, and then went, I don't know. I'm just saying. It looked like that. And then droop, droop. Anyway, this is the Nahi bird for eternity. Now, that word Nay is at the root of Nahesi. It's at the root of Nay for prayer. And it's basically supposedly a Numidian guinea fowl, which, you know, I heard people equate to chickens. Not like chicken, but like, yo, that might have been like their version of some chicken. But anyway, because they used to hunt these birds and they develop a lot of skill in archery, hunting stuff like this. Nevertheless, we went through all this. This is just part of his name or his title. They're going to put Tahotep again. So now here's comes one of his first sayings or whatever. Right? He said, or said, look, Ptahotep says, now this sovereign, Neb, E, the E gonna be a man on the next line, or a reed leaf. Check it out. See the man? So that's your suffix pronoun onto this Neb. Now here's something people would have thought. If you see a Neb following a verb, it normally means all. I mean, Neb following a noun or something, it normally means all or any. Shout out to Fabian. Appreciate you. But this is not actually behind this word. It's in front of this man. So that would mean my Lord. these two crocodiles, if you see the two crocodiles with that determinative behind it, which lets you know the category of the word, this category is kind of like divinity, but it's just letting us know they mean a sovereign. This word itty is a sovereign. So that's why they put sovereign, my lord. Now let's go look and see what they put on here. Oh, prince, my lord. See? This is an old translation. This is not up to date, but at least we got it because it's going to complete the English. I mean, when you say a sovereign, what are you saying? I mean, you a boss. You ain't got a trip. I don't know what you're really saying when you say a sovereign. Like somebody who got his own laws. What are you saying? Like, anyway, that's that. But if you go to the original, like we intend to do every time, bam, y'all see that? I ain't even had to show you, but we got to work our way back to that part, man. So look and see if it's consistent. You know what this is, man. Don't even play with me. My stuff worked, dog. If you think about anything I said if you see the V on top, then it slant back and go forward, and then the ligature coming. This is an MER. Because you can see the V on top. See the pen star right here. I'm proposing that he goes, shoot, comes down. That's his bird to him. When he get right there, he stopped the bird. Now he ready to make the R, but he ain't lifting his pen up. If he would have lifted the pen up, this R would look like a circle on top. But since he gonna do it, I would have went down here and bubbled back up so that you would have known it was an R, but they wasn't even tripping. So he went back. It's all about the motion of the pen, is what we read. And so this is his M, and then he gonna go out, come back, that's his R. When it's connected. So now Moliere will tell you, because he gonna, look, bow. It was right on it. Dude, this is crazy. Y'all seen how I switched to the book and it was right on it? I don't know how that happened, but look, I think we looked at this earlier. So sometimes he will lift up his pen. He'll make the Y, that's his bird. You see the V? That's the V. Bird body, bird body. Now what is he doing? How come he doing this? If you lifted up your pen, then you could have just made the R look more like an R. But he didn't want to. Now you see how this would be this? It would be closed if it wasn't for the ligature connecting the two or whatever. And it makes you think you're looking at a Z, especially at this hot noob version. But these the versions, but it ain't gonna betray you because look throughout history. Oh yeah, we did look at this earlier. It'll only betray you on this papyrus. You'd be right looking at all of these. So we did look at that earlier. And what that looks like in the regular glyphs, we seen it. It was right here. And then here, there go the city part. So we getting better. Now I made a mistake earlier and I doubted myself, but this is the chati bird again for a vizier. So we should see the word vizier someplace down here. Where'd they go? Oh, maybe it was this one, and I'm behind this. Because let's see, oh, Prince, my lord is the part. Yeah, oh, Prince, my lord is when he gets to the two crocodiles. So we haven't gotten to that yet on the primary. This is chati. Now, the strange part about this is just a T on top of a single stroke, but he wrote it without lifting his pen, so it looked like it could be an H like this over here. This is an H. But we can see the difference if we start thinking about what the pen did. This is just a T. Look, droop, droop, droop. Then a single stroke. All right, so then right here, we back to a P because that's easy to identify. So you see it's on top of a T. Let's stop playing, bro. P, droop, 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 T. Now, it looked like droop, 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 but then more stuff start happening. So it ain't just droop, droop, droop. You feel me? He kept on doing something. This is a twisted flax. H. I should say, I don't know why I'm saying, I don't even know what a twisted flax is. I just heard that term so much in Egyptian. I hate that. That's called a dogma. What is a twisted flax? whatever. This is that H that looked like some hoops. Now, so let's think about my theory. We got a V on top and going back like that. Is this a bird again? Is this another MER? Well, no. This is Ptah. This V represents a Hotep because this ain't slanted at the angle like that. This should probably be a straight line, I'm just saying. So we going to see that. That's this, the Hotep, HTP again. HTP, but they're going to T, and they're going to P. P's look like this, bro. See, this P don't got nothing under it connected, but this one do. So this ain't a 3. This is a P. Then he connected to the next radical, which is a T. And this right here is just this dude in the chair, which I only learned from us doing this analysis. So now this is when he going to start teaching. The leader of the city and the vizier Ptahhotep says, so I want to read everything he say, and then we're going to work through it. The governor of the city, the vizier Ptahhotep, he said, O prince, my lord, the end of life is at hand. Old age descendeth upon me. Feebleness cometh, and childishness is renewed. So now you acting silly. He getting old and feeble. Childishness is renewed. He that is old lies down in misery every day. It says his eyes are small, his ears are deaf, energy is diminishing, the heart has no rest. Bones are painful throughout the body. We went through this one the whole other day, right? And so I think we're going to start at the next maxim. Command me, thy servant before. Oh yeah, we ain't gonna see. They wrote this in the early 1900s. So if this is maxim A, maxim B should be. It says here begins the proverbs of fair speech. Let's see if it's the next red text. Okay. I can make this smaller. We're just trying to see, is it the next red text, which I presume. Because the red text marks the start of a new maxim, I thought. But no, this is going for too long. What old age does to the people, just 1 second. No, it's heck of it. Yeah, it's heck of it. They say heck of stuff. And they say without weariness. So, yeah, it is going to go for a while. So just let me continue. So the council with the ancestors who once listened to the gods, we went over that part before to see what they was talking about. Now they're at the 2 banks. I remember all of this. So here it is. And strangely enough, they don't have any translation here. Right? And so this is where we had started when we was doing our own instruction. Now, I'm going to look at the end of this. It says, may hearing enter him, and all sincerity speak to him, for none is born wise. Let's go look at this translation. May straight all their hearts and discourse with him without causing weariness. I think they didn't know what it said, but I think that's the same thing. So it says, here begin the proverbs of fair speech. Now peep game. Let's get to that. The next red maxim, which will be right here. We see Hati M. This is an M bird, see? Hati, this is the 4 paws of the lion. Let's check this out. See the 4 paws of that lion? So note that when we go to the scholastic document, we're reading from left to right. But when we go to the primary, we're reading from right to left. So that's this. So they're telling you this go with the last word that's up there. This is starting. Hati M test. Right? Where we see Hati M test. Now I want to keep going. This not it. Looking at the thing on top of this is a bird. We see it got the same posture, but it don't look like he wrote a V on top. So I think this is a ooh chick. See? In order for us to know the difference between this bird and this bird, all he did was put the V on top of this bird. So this is an M, and that's the ooh. So it's Teshu and the papyrus roll in 3 strokes. Let's see. Yep. So this is about the good words then. This is the right part about the good words they said or whatever. So let's see what they say. It says, yeah, the fair speech. So fair speech is the good word. See? Spoken by the hereditary chief is going to be, we're going to see a Jed in here. Now this is Medut. Well, what is this? In Medut. This is a D. The D hand with the T at the bottom. There's the man with his hand to his mouth that you see right here. Now the word we see after this is Neferet, for good or beauty or whatever. Let me highlight it. It's right here. But this is going to be written like some scribble scrabble. And we just got a peep game. Look, we can see the Nefer, so we know how the glyphs work. They might spell it out after that. So this is Nefer by itself, a triliteral. But they're going to spell it out. They go to F. Now I'm starting to think all animals got this slant. I mean, most animals get this slant. Because this is another animal on top of this getting this slant. It's just a different type of a snake than this one. This is a snake, a F snake. This is this snake. Notice you see 2 snakes. See that top snake and then that snake? But all my brain is noticing is the degree of angle that the artisan chose to write when he wanted to show you that that's what he's talking about. They always do that with animals, it seems like. Look, this a man, they going straight down, straight up and down. But this animal, kind of like. Anyway, this is the hand of a man down to a T. They're going to Nefer with the F. Here go your R, and then a T. Neferet. Now we got jet. See, all I'm saying is if I can see the snake on top, this is on bottom. Look. Feel me? So you're going to see a hand before a man. Look. There go a hand before a man. See, hand before a man. But then you see another hand back here. So that's what I'm showing you, that this hand ain't nothing but this hand right here. Look, that hand ain't nothing but that hand. Feel me? Now, how you going to remember that's a hand? Think about the strokes. When do he go up like that and come down? Feel me? He ain't went up like that and came down the whole text. So if you remember that, that's probably like a man. What do you say? Feminine for what? For that? 10 would be feminine for this, right? Yeah, you see that right here. Let's look and see. 10, yep. So they said this. Now, I don't know why they put it in the feminine, because the good words are feminine. Medut, Neferet is feminine. So that's why the demonstrative is feminine. He could have said pen to say this in the masculine, which we see right here, 10. So what you see, y'all know this is an R, bro. If you're doing the strokes, it make it easy. He left a space in the middle. You know that's an R, bro. Look, damn. Now let's look at this P. You know what you're going to see. It's going to look like an E laying on his back. See? So now we should be able to invert. What you're going to see when you see, what you're going to see is going to be like, it's going to be one straight, it should be one straight up glyph, then going to something, because that arm normally, see, the straight up and then going to something. It looks like it's going to a T, and it's going to a T. Now we got Hati again for like form or in front. Hati Netcher E, what is this? And this is about a father. That Tef, So it's the Father of the gods or something. Let's go see. What they gonna say something about the Father? The Holy Father? Oh, they tried to mess that up. They put Holy Father. Well, I mean, man, nature, Atef, nature, Atef, Godfather. Y'all don't like when I say God, huh? They said the Holy Father. They tried to Christianize it out. I mean, but that's what we're looking at, right? Let's go find that. See, this is the hot T, then. This had to be that arm with a T under it. So, wait, what does this say? R-P, oh, hot T, this is Uri Pot. Uri Pot, right? Let's see. Yeah, this is Uri Pot. This is a dignitary of some sort, like the governor. So you should see the word governor. Where's the word? Oh, they put, governor way down here. Feel me? So that's where we at in the text. Then where's Uri Pot right here? Uri Pot's hot, the foremost, the first of the, whatever, this was your nature, right? And what was this? I forgot. So let's read it. This got an F. Is this Nefer? This is the T again. T-R, they spelled out net. This is our netter. No, this is an F. Oh, Atef, this is father. Father, Atef, that's father. Let's go look. See, they're going to read leaf, but it go down here. Here go the T and the F. Now notice we see a nature and a mer after that. There you go, nature, mer. So this is our beloved right here. This MR with the R phonetic complement, but it got two reed leaves, so it's Mary. Look, Mary, feel me? And then it's going to say beloved over here somewhere. So they went to beloved right here. So they'll move things around in translation to make it make sense in English. But Mary is beloved. You see, it's a man right here. So who's beloved? Somebody from the south, the Sultan, Nisut, the king. So it spells suit in, but they changed that around too. They say the suit plant is being honored here. So we say Nisut. Now this is a bird, bro. Come on now. But what bird is it? If they start up here, go back here, and that's the only thought that's getting relayed from that stroke, a bird. So what bird is it? It's not a bird. It's not a uchik. Y'all know what bird this is. It's going to be a sparrow. Oh, no, I messed up. It was a bird, but it's the saw bird. See? So I just got to remember that that's the saw bird. Saw for sun, saw for that duck right there. So what it was like the beloved of the king's son or something like that. Let's see, the beloved prince, the eldest of the king. See, the eldest son of the king. Of his body. Let's look at of his body. Y'all want to look at that in the hieratic first, right? Because we're getting better. So then, that's a man. Oh, I thought this last time. Let me not mess up. I thought this was Aha, like a fighting man with a shield, but this is just a man with a stick. So this is an old age man. Now, I'm messing up right here, but I'm going to think about it. So think about this stroke. That's an N. But what is this? Aha. See, this is a T and an F. Hold up. I got to go look. Oh, it was his body. Yep. In his body. So this word Kemet is a word for body. This N means of his body. Now y'all see that M-E-R again? Where people were saying more, don't say more. Say M-E-R, Niyut. I mean, what you say, it ain't about pronunciation. But for scholastic purposes, This is Emir Niu, the overseer of the city. Go back to the English, where you're going to see that governor of the city. So next you're going to see Vizier Ptahhotep. So if this was, I forgot what this was already, sorry. I forgot that fast. Oh, it was this cat right here, to the F. Okay, there go the F. So cat F. See the single stroke behind it? Now y'all know what this is. That's that M bird on top of an R. M-E-R. And this is the Niu. Oh, that's why, yep. This is the Niu. What I mean, that's why. See, when he do this one, he leave it open, but he stroke from here and go that way. Now watch when he do the KH. He stroke from here and go that way. See what I'm saying? It's just stuff you gotta peep. Look, he going around here and coming down here. This is the KH sound, even if it ain't open at the top. Now, if we come down here, he come from the opposite side and go that way. This is a Niu sound. And let's see if that's consistent. With a T under it, and then a Chati bird, and then another T at the top with a single stroke with a PT, and then Ptah, HTP, hotel, that's the determinative. There's an M bird, look at that. Wow, M bird with a star after it. So now they're going to start talking about him teaching something. Where does it say? Instruction, see? Now let's peep game. Because it says, Ptahhotep, when instructing the ignorant in knowledge of exactness in fair speech, and that ain't what it say. We figured this out. Ptahhotep, when instructing the ignorant in the knowledge of exactness in fair speaking. It kind of do say that. But let's break it down. So they're going to overseer the city stuff. They're going to say, Ptahhotep. Then they say, when instructing, right? But I don't think that's right because of the form that this is in. So M plus the infinitive, this is an M plus the infinitive. So they said when, they're using the M as when. They're not necessarily wrong. See, all right, if you take, all right, so let's think about it. Teach is a verb. So if you put a preposition in front of a verb, that ain't supposed to work like that. Feel me? So what we know we got is an M plus an infinitive. And now they're going to give us, if you go to Hope and go to M plus the infinitive, it's going to be like ing or something. Basically, you would say it like, let me see if I can search that. Yeah, if we go to her, I guess that's why they're saying, that's why they said in the translation, instructing, see? They put the ing. So they're saying that this is occurring, instructing or teaching. Now, let's look at this. This is a mistake people make. Whenever you write the word Kemet with the KH, you showing you don't got no knowledge of none of this. And that's what the word actually means. I told people this a long time ago. If you put Kim and you put KHMET, that, first that might mean the number 3. And then you might be talking about one who is ignorant. And so right here, you see the KH sound with the M, with the U, Kimmel. Then you got the I don't know arms. I call this I don't know arms because this is 2 shoulders arched up with the arm sticking out. Kind of like a gesture people make when they don't know something. What this word means to be ignorant. And now you see is people, but a person with determinative of 3 stroke. This U chick, this U right here, makes this an individual or make this those who don't know. So when we look at the translation, the ignorant is those who don't know. So that's why they just didn't say Instructing those who don't know, they just said instructing the ignorant. And in the metal nature, we see that looking like this. And in the primary, what it looked like. Right here, look, there go your KH, there go your M bird. This is your Uchik in a different form. It just looked like an S papyrus roll. All right, this is a man, A1, and that's 3 strokes. Y'all can see what that is. I'm not even going to ask you. That's a double R, like Richie Rich, East Oakland. If that ain't double R, I'm tripping. Yep, double R, you feel me? So that's how we cooking nowadays. They give you a double R, they give you a KH. With the, since it's only one thing up top, this word must be RRKH. Oh, to knowledge. Concerning knowledge. Let me show y'all. Look, see this R, it ain't no gemination occurring. You're never gonna see double R like Richie Rich. So if you see these double R's, it would be something on top of it, right? It just would. If you see it like this, then one of them is a preposition and one of them going to the other word. So this is to knowledge, because rec is knowledge. RKH. So remember, this is ignorant. Those who are ignorant concerning knowledge. That don't make sense. So they said instructing the ignorant in the knowledge. Feel me? They just put in the. This R don't mean in the, but they ain't, hold on, let me find it. So this is a preposition to knowledge, and they're going to intangible, let us know it's something intangible. Now this Tep Haseb isn't performing the correct method, right? But they say knowledge of exactness. This is not good. But exactness is this. Tep Haseb. This is the proper method that we've heard Mario Beatty talk about, Asar Imhotep them talk about, Ojahu back in the day. Tep Haseb. The way to do things right. But this ain't just about the proper method, it's the proper method of what? Of good words. So you ain't gonna say, I'm gonna teach you the proper method of good words. You're gonna say, check this out, I'm gonna show you how to speak game. But whatever though, it's saying that right here. I'm gonna show you how to be. I'm gonna show you how to rock your LIPs. Things to say or whatever. It's talking about words that are beautiful, words that are good. So the right method of words, good. What they gonna say on here? In fair speaking, instructed of ignorant in the knowledge of exactness in fair speaking. Let's look at the primary. So I learned something about this the other day, and I think I'm forgetting it right now. I'm gonna stare at it till I remember it. Oh, I just remembered it. This is the head. I don't know how. This is this. How you gonna know that that's that? I have no system. My system is remembering that this is just like, because what you see when I look through the versions of that tap head, it seems like this represents the beard. I know that sounds crazy, bro. But this is the tap. This is a single stroke, and this is a set for the method. And then we got the papyrus roll. And what's under the papyrus roll? Why is it an N under the papyrus roll? Because it is one. Now here go our medut. Look how this medut gonna look. You gotta remember the medut look crazy, huh? This is for medut. Like when you say medut nature, go and take a pen and write that real quick. You said medut nature 1,000 times, never wrote that in the hieratic. So I'm doing it with my cursor right now. You feel me? I think that's how it went. Because you had to go all the way down. He probably came back up and went out. Or came back. I don't know how you did that. If I was to write it, I'd go zoop, 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 and probably put that last. That's metal, but it looked like this in the glyphs. So you got to dedicate that to memory. This D hand, you already know what that looked like. You already know the strokes. Look, go up a little, come back, go up. Now connected to something. It looked like it's connected to a T. Madut, yep, it's connected to a T. See? And you got a man and then Nefret after that. Let's see that. They're gonna man again. The stem of the man is always vertical. I mean, of the A1 man appears to be vertical a lot of the times. These are his arms. He got his hand to his mouth. Feel me? So now we know this is a Nefer because we see it right here. We ain't cheating no more. The next time we ain't gonna cheat. But we see the Nefer right here, so we know that this is a Nefer, but identify the Nefer, you can't do it. This is the T, but the F on top, it takes, you read what's on top before you read what's on the bottom. So Nefer, wait, I messed up. Nefer, this is the NFR, so this is the F and that's the R. It got an opening in the middle, see? It's not a T. He wanted to show that opening in the middle because it's an R. But I'm asking, is this a T? Yep, that's actually a T. So when he ran out of space, T, T. A M bird, and then y'all know this is a bird. It got that. But what bird? You see, this kind of like the hootie or something. It might be it's the Ak bird because he got a KH after it. But it looked like it got a T, so it's Ak. We ain't even on that page yet, so now we know we cooking. Look, let's see. It should be an Aki bar right here. Oh, it's an M Aki. Where that M at? Hold on. Oh, here go the M. See? Yeah, we was on this. We already said that was an M. So this is the Aki bar. This is like a spirit or veneration, or I mean not veneration. You know, some would say like a spirit that is exalted. Let's see what they say in the glory. That's saying the glory. See, of the shame of him that transgresses him. Now it says he said unto his son. We're gonna go find that. Oh no, this is that Sajam Tifi. So I want to go over this because right after it's something about the passive form of hearing in the future. So let's see that. Oh, of him that obeyeth is what they said on this one, but that ain't right. Because when you listen, yeah, that's what they were saying. Listen, you can get obey out of that. But him that obeyeth isn't really prospective. They didn't translate that into him that will obey, him that shall obey. So this old translation ain't doing it right. The shame of him that transgresses them. Then it said, he said to his son. Now let's read this because this is the knowledge you're going to get. This is maxim number 1, man. I don't be knowing how we be tripping so hard. Like the way we be acting, and then we act like we study Kemet, but we don't do nothing they say you're supposed to do. So look. Now this is said by him. Okay? Said by him. Now, I don't know why I say core here, but you can make core be 2. And this is his son. Said by him for his son. Somebody will write when core is a preposition like this, it probably could be used as 2 because you clearly see it says he has said to his son. Let's look at the primary. This is Akhet or whatever. So, what's after that? This is the papyrus roll and an N. So this is the ear, and then this is that M. Remember, this is the different version of the M when you see that backwards 3. So you're gonna see an ear and an M, and then a T, a F, and oh, this is the Sajam Tifi right here. Sajam Tifi. The ear, the M. So I was making sure I was doing some more work on the Sajam Tifi because I got to dedicate it to memory. Future, active participle. Perspective is looking at this statement is looking into the future. This means to hear. But since it's in this verb form with a teethy, we got to understand it's looking into the future. The voice is active and it is a participle. So but why I got an F right here though anyway. So this is like one who will hear. Wait, it's active. So you're supposed to be doing the verb. He's doing the hearing, right? If he's going to be heard, that's passive, right? I need help. All right, so if he is, see, with hearing it's hard for me because if you're doing the verb, you're the one listening. It's active. So this is like, he will listen. Let's see. Yep, they say one who obeys. See? Yep. Oh, we kicking it. Because, you know, to obey, I ripped that in a rap. Because I killed that in a bar. About how rappers wasn't listening to me back in the day. But I said, rappers wasn't listening. No, I said, at first they wasn't listening. Rappers obey now. They love it when I'm rocking this way. It take one line to cross me like a capital A. You get dropped by, oh. It take one line to cross me like a capital A. You'll get dropped by pops like back in the day. Make all you sucking niggas turn back to your faith when I put a cap through whatever happened to Mace. You can pull up with your crew, I'll put your back in your place. Anyway, what I said was in the bar, I connected obeying to listening. But I was talking about listening to my music. Rappers, at first they wasn't listening. Rappers obey now. Feel me? But right here is like, okay, that's why if we go to the text, they say, look, for him that obeyeth. But they not really putting the perspective. You're not, yeah, you are getting the future tense out of that. For him that will obey. But they got that from the verb stem of listening. So if, no, but Tefi is not giving us the feminine right here. That's why we know them. So it's a verb, right? So you don't have to change the gender of it, but that T represents a participle. So let's look at the hieratic T so we can get familiar with it. This T is representing the participle. It's changed. So let's go back to this. Peep game. We looking at verb forms real quick. First, I'm gonna show you this. Because this T can do other things that make things feminine. And if you're dealing with a verb, and you don't gotta feminize verbs with, they don't got to do gender and stuff, unless they are, then this is funny, unless they are a participle, then you know that verb ain't being used as a verb. So these are the other uses of these suffixes that we familiar with. Most of us as beginners, we know this mean feminine. But we talking about nouns. Most of us who know this, we know this mean plural when we talking about nouns. Right now, we're talking about verbs. Now, if you put a T on a verb, it's changing it from a verb to a noun because it's going to imply an entity inside of the root word. So the easiest way to think it, we say in English to make that happen. It's occupational. He's a rapper. You say to rap, that's a verb. But if you want to imply an entity, you're going to put ER. So think of that ER as the T. If you want to turn to rap, the verb, into a noun, you say rapper. Feel me? And so that's what's happening here if it's a verb. And And now, but we got to also look at other verb forms that still got the T. Feel me? See, this the infinitive or the generic form of this example means to do. This could represent seeing it with an chick on it. You already know you got a participle. You ain't got plural do. It's a verb. So they took the verb, put an ER on it like we do in English. This oo is turning this to a one who does. A doer. Feel me? Now, this is still the infinitive. This is still this. But they just put the phonetic complement. Right? If you don't know about phonetic complements, you guys got to go back to a regular book. Sometimes if it has, this is really a third week. So you like, well, how is that the phonetic complement? Because the third radical fall off. I-R-I, I-R-I, Y-R-Y, however you want to do it. If this third one is weak, if it's an I, it can fall off. You don't got to see it. You don't say ear. You say ear if you're talking about an eyeball. If you're talking about to do or create, it's normally eerie, even if we only see an I and an R, because we know it's a third week where the third radical then fell off. Radicals are simply glyphs. I'm not saying glyphs because we need to know these like digits so we can see they hold in places. You feel me? And so now which one we dealing with? We got a T on ours. Is ours a third week? Let's go back and look so we can keep on remembering. Hold on. We're going to realize what we're scrutinizing, but we'll do it in the hieratic. Since this is sejum, the word for to hear or to listen, remember they got it to obey because they want to look into the future. So this T is making it one who obeys. And now we got the fee. Let's go look back at sejum T fee. As I got it out of the book this morning because I was tired of looking it up every day. Perspective, that's why they say obey, because they're looking into the future about listening. Think about it. So how do you make a statement of looking into the future about listening? He gonna listen, he gonna hear you. He hear you, he gonna hear you. He gonna follow your words. He gonna heed the word. He will obey. The active voice, though, is where, that's why I was reaching out to the crowd, like, okay, because about listening, he's doing the hearing, basically. So he will hear, I thought, yeah, because the verb is to hear, so if it's active, he's doing the action. He won't be heard, he will hear. Feel me? Now, the verb that switched word classes to a noun, because this is also a participle up here. Right? If you didn't have the rest of all this, this is it. You still should never see sejum T. It ain't feminine, so that would be like one who hears too. So this is simply why they're looking into the future. That's why they said, the glory of him that obeyeth. Because if you go back to the text before this, we got the aku word, which means the venerated spirit or a glorified. Look, you got this word, which is going to mean the venerated spirit or, you know, somebody who is aku, right? Where is that at? Right here, starting with this. KH, and then the papyrus rolling that. So if this is that the last word here, they saying this is like the venerated spirit, and then you continue reading, come down here, and it's going to say what? Something about hearing. So one who listens, they say one who obeys, the glory of him that obeyeth. That's an old translation. The shame of him that transgresseth is going to come next. And this is the shame. So remember, I thought this was feebleness. Maybe that's the shame. Hold on, I'm getting a call from my wife. I got to take this call. Hello? Now, somebody could tell me, when I looked into the dictionary, they didn't transliterate this part. I see a M, which could be a preposition, But I think this is the whole word, dude, because they said what? What did they say? Shame. So all I'm gonna do, right, since I have not really located that word yet, I'm gonna go from English. Shame, right? And we're gonna see if we can line that thing up. See, that's what I'm saying. That old word ain't gonna really go right. It's gonna be like, so now we're gonna put MGG and see if any, now I don't know. So that's just something y'all gonna have to help me with. Because I MWW. I don't know, but I think it might be, the word might be GGT. So every time I put that, see, so this means to be dumbfounded. How close could you get that to shame? Because I think this old translation was calling it shame. We see the double hoops. But I'm just thinking this might be related to this word. Look up V33. Hold up, though. Let me see. Let me see. Because we have to peep game. Shame of him that transgressions. Which, all right, let me see. Yeah, this is the transgressing. All right, so let me see. Yep, that is it. So, I mean, if this is the transgress, then this is going to be the shame. So let's look up THT, right, with the legs. You know that got, if it got leg determinatives, which word you think? This word got the bad bird. This determinative is the bad bird. All words with this bird on it ain't cool, right? So that lets you know that this word is something that ain't cool. But this got legs on it. Now, if you had an option for which one means to transgress, you probably would think it'll be in the category where the determinatives is the legs. So therefore, you don't look at the preposition are first. I wouldn't. Well, if it says neti before it, then this are is part of the word. So it might be, unless this is are plus an infinitive, I'm not trying to get us too confused. It could be are plus a generic verb. But what I'm going to do, since I see NTY before it, you should look up RTHT in the dictionary. RTHT. Why? Because it shouldn't be a preposition following a neti. So RTHT, ain't nothing happening. What about RTH capital? All right, that's something happening there. But let's see if we get an option that matches ours. And then I'm going to get off that and we'll read some more of the English. Now, I don't see that, but I do see something. Let me go back. So I'm going to take the R off of it because it might be a preposition. THT. That ain't no word. Let's try lowercase h. THT, that is a word. It looks just like it got the legs. Yep, it means lead astray. Peep gang. So now we got, it is a R plus an infinitive. So R plus infinitives ain't a verb no more. So peep gang, this is what's happening. Since we got this neti in front of it, it means which, right? So let's go look at that translation. The shame of him that, they saying that from the neti. You could say that or which because it means the same thing. We about to demonstrate something after it. That transgresses him. We could say which transgresses him. But let me show you. Let's find that too. There go the M bird. There go the two hoops. So there go. This is the sparrow bar. Wait. That gotta be the sparrow bar under a T. Right, sparrow bar under a T. We got, it looked like two N's, but let me not fool myself. Because what was this now after the sparrow bird? So this is oh yeah, it is two N's. This is the N, and then this is the neti. Let's go back and look. See, two N's. Yep. So the problem here is this says of which. Of which. You can't just, so let's look at that translation. of him that. Nope, that's not right. It is of which. Because let's look at it. Now let's keep game. This is an N, remember? So that's saying of. Neti is that. They're either going to say of that or of which. This is your R. You see the space in the middle of the stroke? This is a papyrus roll for some. I don't even think this is in the bottom sentence. Yeah. This R is by itself. What is this, y'all? There has to be a T, right? Wait a minute. What is RT? Oh, yep, that's the word we just looked up. RTHT. They were that bootleg. So this means to lead astray. But let's peep game about the grammar, though. How did we figure that out? So first of all, what's happening here? We got whatever this word is like to, they said it was like shame or something, right? Now this could be an M. This could be an M plus a, nope, it ain't. So look, we got a preposition connecting this noun, whatever this thing is, to what appears to be like a demonstrative, but it's saying of that or of which. Now this is, if that was the case, you shouldn't have another preposition after that. But this isn't just a preposition, it's attached to an infinitive. It's called, if you want to, I'm going to let my super phone kick in. It's called R plus the infinitive, right? Check it out. Explain R plus the infinitive in the ancient Egyptian grammar.
In ancient Egyptian, the construction R plus infinitive primarily functions as a future tense or to express purpose. 1. The pseudo-verbal future. When used in a pseudo-verbal sentence, typically following the particle JW and a subject, it indicates a future action that is planned, certain, or inevitable.
See?
Structure: JW plus subject plus R plus infinitive. Translation: the subject will, verb, or is to, verb. Example: JWW.FRS underline DM. He will hear, or he is to hear. 2. Purpose.
Now, peep game. So with this R plus the infinitive is like a future action that's gonna happen. So they talk about one who will that which will transgress, and that's why they put shame of him that transgressive them. All right, now let's read this first maxim so we can keep up with it. He said unto his son, "Be not proud because thou art learnt." Told you not to be proud of your knowledge. That's why I be checking myself. Be not proud because thou art learnt. I don't want to say this in this old ass 1800s. Don't be proud of your knowledge. Be not proud because thou art learnt, but discourse with the ignorant man as with the sage. Okay? It says, for no limit can be set to skill. Neither is there any craftsman that possesseth full advantages. That ain't what it says. It's like there ain't no man that has reached the limits of his art. You're never gonna get to excellence at your art. You're just gonna keep on trying. There is any craftsman that possesses full advantage. Neither is there any craftsman that possesses full advantage. Fair speech is more rare than the emerald that is found by the slave maidens on the pebbles. That was so weak, the way they translated that. But it was like good words are more rare than the green stone, and you can find them amongst the women at the millstone. So they telling you, bruh, you don't be pompous and arrogant. Good words are more rare than emerald, than the green stone. It could have been lapis lazuli. It could have been whatever. But you can find those good words amongst the women at the millstone, which is a lowly place. And I'm not saying a lowly place, but I'm thinking of the weavers, which was a term marut. Let's go see what term they use to prove it. Because they say slave maidens. I bet you this say marut. I bet you want to put money on it. If it say slave mate, it's fine. But we about to see. Y'all, let's go through the metal netter. Let's just read this in English. Said by him, or he has said under or to son his, to his son, something great, something big, his heart. Oh, no, this is an M. Now let's go back. This M is a rare case of an M. This is not a prepositional M. What he's saying to his son is don't. This is a negation M. Let's find it in the hieratic. It's going to look just like, y'all know what it got. It got the V on top. Stop playing with me. So watch this. You're going to see a bird with a V on top. This is the snake going to the jet. I tell something about the father. Core, I don't remember. Why is this bird here? Hold on. I don't know where I'm at. This is, I messed this up. Because this is, hold on. Read, leave, something about an F. But why NF? Yep, this is right. This is said by him. This is the said by him. So this is this. This. Right? Said by him. Now this is the core, but I'm seeing a bird after this core that I don't think I see in the text. Look, let's see. Hold on, move it. Man, come on. Oh, man. This stuff just freezing. There it go. Oh, yeah, it was a different bird. It is a different bird. It's the saw bird. Right? So just remember that stroke is a bird. Don't play yourself. It ain't betrayed me yet. At least in the Prissy Papyrus. Look, it's talking about the page timed out. It's hating. They finding all kind of ways to hate. Let me see. That's that right there, Voodoo Bip. This is a duck, yo. How you gonna remember it's a duck? It's gonna start in the upper right-hand corner. It's gonna go down over there. It's gonna go to the left, but it got a fat blob head. It don't got this is an M bird. This got a V head. This is A1, I think. Wait. If it's a bird, this is probably a man, and this is an F. So, wait a minute. Let me see. Bird, man, F. See what I'm talking about? Oh, man. I ain't going to even be tripping. I can read hieratic. I definitely would say that now. Somebody asked me, hell yeah, put it on the screen. Side, man, F. Now, since we got this on the screen already, this is the M of negation. You won't see it often. Let's remember, there's an M of negation in Ptahhotep. All right? So when you want to give example of when they use the M of negation, you see it in Ptahhotep. Oh, hold on, though. Am I wrong? Because this is negating something right here. So let's see. Let's read it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on a different line. Maybe I'm not wrong. See, this is a different line. I know. Yeah, exactly. This is the M of negation. I'm not arguing this one down here is the M of negation yet. I'll get to that. But it do got negated arms right here, too. When you write an N, look, this is an N. So check it out. This is an N. This word means henna. You hear me say henna? That's an N in this word. But this is a negation N. So the two differences between these two N's, when you say this one, you be like don't, won't, do not, all of those words. We'll get down to that later. But I knew something was wrong because this is the M of negation. You want to know how I know? Because you can go to the translation. It say, be not. The not is coming from that N. Be not proud because thou art learnt. Man, that don't say that. That say something more like in the African American vernacular. So let's say it that way. It's like, don't be proud of your knowledge. But again, you can remember that this is that one bird. They're going to, man, he had the F over it. This is the M bird. Now, here go the negated arm. So let's see what's happening here. This is getting hard for me right here, but I'll just have to take a breath. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's why, because that's why I thought it was an N. It's not an N. Okay, cool. So it just got back easy. Don't big, right? So let's just go African American English. Watch this. Don't big heart your. Don't enlarge in your heart. Don't get big headed. Now watch this. Don't great heart your. Right? Now it says hair concerning knowledge. Feel me? Let's go again. It say he has said or said by him under or to his son, don't. Thank you. Don't big or great heart. But now a great heart, your heart was your mind. What you think didn't come from your head to them. What you think came from your heart. So don't get all big-hearted. It's like big-headed to them. Don't get big-hearted. Now let's see what they say. Don't be proud. Yep. And let's look at the original. So this is your M of negation. Don't. I know this is a aha. And this is an A bar because it got this part on the bar. Look, this is an M bar because it got the V. This is an A bar. He start back here, go up and jump around. Right? And what is this, y'all? So if this is a word, let's see. Don't, well then this is a papyrus roll. See? You got a heart and a K coming after that. There your heart, single stroke. You just got to familiarize yourself with this K. But think of the stroke. Open hoop like an R, so if you put a straight line out like that. If you're not thinking of the strokes, you're going to make it hella harder. But yeah, yep. So look right here. This is ib ek, your heart, your mind, your mind. So it's like don't enlarge and don't big your heart. Don't get big-headed. But to them, it was big-hearted. Now, this is hair, and this is a single stroke. This, you just got to dedicate to memory by thinking about the strokes. Look, go 1, 2, down, 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, down, 1, 2. What is that giving us? Sorry, bro, but it's giving us this. So some things you just got to remember because that ain't no way you're going to remember. I mean, it don't even look like that. And in the English, this is giving us upon or concerning, and this is knowledge here, right? So notice these intangible. This papyrus roll indicates an intangible concept often. Like you can't touch knowledge, can you? Well, let's go back to this one. Can you touch big? Can you touch great? A lot of the times, can you touch glory? You can't touch glory. These are intangible concepts, right? Normally, you get a papyrus roll behind them to let you know that's what you're dealing with. And that roll looked like an R like this, but it's gonna have a little bunion on top like this to let you know that it ain't this R. See, because the strokes are similar, but it's something that got to distinguish between the two. So this is RKH. This is knowledge right here. You can just take this and show the aliens when they come, and you getting let on spaceship. Everybody else, I'm telling you, when they come, boy, they lightweight looking for me. I ain't gonna be like, bro, we don't want none of them other ones. We need like somebody like you who could do it. So is the aliens gonna come back looking for Egyptologists? They gonna be like, you know how you be like picking a dog out the kennel or whatever? Like, oh no, not that one. That motherfucker, no, not that one. They gonna be looking, who can translate this? We got this text, like we can't read it. They ain't looking at nobody went to no university. Tell the truth. What if it was some spiritual entities about the metal natural? You think they gonna go look in the university? Hell no, they coming for you. I would just start reading it for them, like, stop tripping, sit down. Y'all don't sit down and shut up, you spiritual entities. They gonna be laughing. But anyway, this is knowledge, right? So you ain't supposed to be proud of it. So let me chill. Now, what happens here? This is another K. So your knowledge. Your knowledge. This is suffixed on the knowledge. This K that see, this is KH. It looks like an X when we do the knowledge. So, but when you go to the metal netter, it's gonna be a circle, see, with hella lines through it. Right? That's knowledge. Now I got a K behind it. Told you it's your knowledge. Now this in this is gonna throw me off. This is an N and a DJ, but it's gonna be more to it. Nedge. It's gonna be like a command or something. Let me see. See, it was throwing me off because the rest of the glyphs wasn't there. See, Nedge. And then it's like protection or command. NDJ, ND. Let's put that in the dictionary. N capital D, N capital D. ND. Check it out. There you go. So look, advice. Peep game. So what's up with the Nedge, bro? Tell me something good. I need some advice. To counsel. Nedge. And we can see that in both forms, right? Because we seen that it was right here, but let's go look like to you. So it's like some type of counsel to you, right? And this is like, let's see, knowledge, your knowledge. Now we gotta stay here for a minute. That's an N, but how you know that's a DJ snake? Feel me? I kind of can know. I mean, I come up with ways that I can remember this. First thing I'm analyzing is what did he do with the pen? And what is he trying to show with the pen that's consistent? In order to remember that this is a snake, then you got to remember that it's not even the snake that looked like this. So here's the thing to remember first. The F horny viper, which this isn't, it got the same V on top as the M bar. See the M bar? See that V on top? But look, here go the F horny viper. He didn't have to do it right here, bro. So he just went down. It's all about time and speed. If you need to distinguish between two snakes, one of them, this one first should be diagonal a lot, but then sometimes it do have these V's on top. So let's see if we find an instance where we do got to distinguish between the two snakes, right? Well, these are two snakes, but you're not going to easily know it because they on the bottom and they normally got a tail that go down like that. But this is Nedge. They're going to Nedge thing. This is the man standing after. Here go another K. So this is another RK. Why is it another knowledge after that? Where's the other RK? Oh, this is RK. That's not knowledge. You want to know what I did? This is RK to you. So this is like advice to you. Let's see what they say. But discourse with an ignorant man, but no limit can be said. What is fair speech is more rare. Where's the advice to you? Oh, is that gonna make me go back? Nedge, a command to you. What y'all see here? HNA, henna, with him, knowledge, no knowledge, ignorant. Okay, so counsel with the ignorant. So when I said a command to you, that means counsel with the ignorant, because here's with Kim, but this Kim is those who don't got no knowledge. Kim, and this is the papyrus roll. That's the man. So check it out. Watch. See, it's right over here. Kim, oh, I said the papyrus roll. That wasn't the papyrus roll. With no knowledge or ignorant, with the ignorant man, right? Like the knowledgeable man. Okay, that's bars. So they telling you, and this is what we talk about every day. They say build with the ignorant dude just like you build with the knowledgeable dude. Now, is this ancient teachings, bruh? Actually, if you apply that to yourself, you'll be more humble. Y'all see what taught me my humility? I don't be caring who come into the chat. I'm not Superman. You feel me? Come in the chat and try. I don't care. I don't care your level. We ain't proud of our knowledge. We just want it. They tell you right here to build with the ignorant man just like you build with the wise man. So let's go back and see. How did that occur? See, if you come to this line over here, we're going to see this nudge. Now, this is to you, but this is nudge. Let me show y'all that in the dictionary. See, advice or counsel. See, nudge. But you ain't seeing it spelled out. Just know that that means nudge and that means nudge. Let me show you what's spelled out. It's going to be a different type of snake that I was talking about earlier. See, nudge. This is the one we looking at. See them snakes under there? So the dilemma is how you know that these snakes, all he did was wrote this part of the snake. He didn't do the long tail. He just goes zoop, zoop, zoop. Watch. Think about how they wrote it. Look, he just goes zoop, zoop, zoop. See? He don't do the tail down. It would got all in the way of the next line. So this is counsel. But why I say to you? You are to counsel. Okay. You should counsel. It's like counsel to you. You should counsel. This is perspective. You want to know why? Because the last sentence is not starting with a you particle. It's just coming in saying nudge. So it's perspective. So it's like you should. Looking into the future and something that they want to occur. You should counsel. Now let's go back over here. Let's see if we can break this down. With henna. This is this. Can't you see it? You see it. So that's henna. It means with. Now what is this? This is the ignorant. The ignorant. Those who don't know. So counsel with those who don't know. Me, this means like. Like, now this is a good one here. You're going to have to whip this out. You got to go to Molière for this. This just says knowledge. If you want to write knowledge this way, you really sharp. Like if I see this on a t-shirt or something, all you're doing is speaking to the very few people on earth who know what that symbol means. But you got to put this part too, is it'll be incomplete. Like getting a tattoo like this, oh my God, that's the most arcane. This is knowledge and hieratic. See, that's how I'm doing. If I ever get a tattoo, it needs to look like scribble scrabble through the whole world, but only like 5 people on Earth know what it means. And the aliens and the ancestors. So this is knowledge. But y'all ain't peeping game, dog. So think about this. Ain't this or? See? But ain't nothing connecting to this. He didn't have to connect nothing. So this R is this R right here. Look. Honestly, it seemed like the hook is there too. So it seemed like, oh, this is what he did. He went, actually, this comes second. Look, he went like this. Up, around, down, around. Because you could tell he going up, around. Well, no, this one going like this, bruh. He definitely, it don't seem, well, it could have went like that too. Whatever, regardless. You see this R on top. Now, this would have been just a regular KH. Remember what this line do? It let us know that it's like this. So what we're seeing is this right here. It's knowledge. And then you see this man and the and the papyrus roll. Just like you see, right? Where is it at? Right here. So like knowledge, the knowledgeable, basically. But then it's got a negation arm over after it. So I'm trying to peep game. Like the knowledgeable though. See the negation arm after it? So it said don't go somewhere. Or it says don't be one who goes. Or no one goes. One who goes. Remember? So let's go back. I'm telling y'all, bro, it's not going to mess up. It's not going to mess you up. I don't like to make little charts and shit that be messing people up. I wouldn't go live. I'll keep working on it till it's right. It's supposed to be a contribution. That's what this is. It's an easy-ass way to not even trip off the verb form. Just look at the chart like the times tables or something. So what we're dealing with is always going to, unless, of course, you're dealing with the verb do. This just represents the verb. But you can switch the verb and still look at the forms and know what you're dealing with. So the verb that we're dealing with in the text is the infinitive is maybe to go. Let me look it up so I won't mess that up. It is going to be to the go. I-N-I, right? Any. Third week. It's going to be to bring, to fetch, to carry off, to bring away. To bring, to fetch. I was saying to go. I got to remember that it's a jar on top of these legs. Feel me? So they bringing something. Remembering that it's a jar on top of these legs will help you remember that that person is carrying or bearing something. So they're bringing and going to get something. Either they're going to carry it off or bring it. Right? But let's think. We got it in a different state. So in order to make sure you got the bring on there, that's the infinitive. But let's go back to the chart. We got it with, come on, what they doing? We got it with a T on there. So erase the I and put them legs we sing with a T. Was it germinating? Let's look at the form of it. We gotta look, we gotta investigate. And we'll do it in the hieratic. So, which one now I know this is the word, but this is rec, right? But the cold part is rec ain't doing that. Let me see something. Well, fortunately, this ain't a T, this is a man. So this is a knowledgeable, the one with knowledge. But they put the man there to say that. Let me show you. See, they put the man there to say that. So you don't put a man behind knowledge. So this is rec E. One with rec we or something, one with knowledge. I don't know how you're just gonna say rec E. Right? So that's that. Now we're on to the next one. Don't bring. Don't be one who brings. Why is this Uchik here? Okay, so now we got to deal with this. Oh, boy. It's still one who brings, but now this is different. This is not. This still says exactly what I said, but they saying it different. They saying any two. So this two, let me take y'all to the book. You about to learn that this is a dependent pronoun in the dependent pronoun series to say one. It's just a different way to say it, right? So if you don't know about two already, Sometimes it can just be used to say one. Sometimes it refers back to the king. It should be earlier in the book. It's part of the dependent pronoun series, right? And so that's why I had to say, why is this Uchik here? First, I'm investigating. I haven't came to the conclusion. Let's look. Let's do it in the hieratic, bro. Stop playing. So that's the wreck. That's the man. That's the don't. This should be a tap. No, what is this, bro? Oh, man. Hold on. Net. I see net after NT and then the Uchik, but what was this again? I'm about to take a break. I ain't gonna let my brain do that. We're gonna have some fun. Hold up. I'm gonna play a video and stop looking at the screen. I hate frustration. I don't do frustration. I straight don't do that. I'm about to go look at something else for like 2 minutes. Let me see. You gotta press reset on your brain sometimes. I do. Because I'm cool on that. It's making me mad, dog. Like, come on, dog. I gotta calm down. What is this? Hold on. Let me hurry up and play the video. Because I learned not to let that be productive. So I'm just going to play this for a second. And then I'm going to go take my mind off it, and I guarantee I'm going to remember when we come back. Well, I can just look at the text. But that won't help you if you like in a tomb or something and your phone ain't working, your dictionary ain't working. All right, let's watch the video. Not this one, though. We're going to watch
10
the
Egyptologists who say the Egyptians.
Hold on. Why was it showing that? Be right back.
10 Egyptologists who say the Egyptians were black.
A hierarchy of race like that developed by Morton, Knott, and Glidden, and still deployed today by white supremacists, cannot be sustained if not one but two great black civilizations arose in Africa at the dawn of history. It is therefore entirely appropriate and even necessary to confront constructions of race for Nubia and Egypt in the recent past and acknowledge both civilizations as African and black.
So did you face any of that type of backlash or harsh feedback from your stance on ancient Egypt?
So yes, but interestingly, I haven't received any harsh feedback from Egyptologists. When I go around and I give talks on this subject, the Egyptologists who've been in the audience of my talks are very receptive, and they think that this is really important work and that I need to keep forging ahead with it. But I have gotten negative feedback, especially over email from Egyptians. So it's an interesting conundrum where there are some Egyptians who will tell me, I mean, these are people I don't know who are just like finding out how to contact me and send me an email and say, what you're doing is wrong. The ancient Egyptian culture was not a black culture. Modern Egyptians are not black people. What you're doing is dangerous. You need to stop saying this, which of course, I'm not going to stop saying this. And I try to explain what my work is about. And I also try to explain, you see, our perspective in America on what black is different from a lot of the rest of the world. And so I try to explain our American context of that word. But yeah, I've definitely gotten some harsh feedback.
First off, the Egyptians, of course, were African, and we have evidence from Herodotus and other sources that Africans tended to be black, that they were a range of colors that would constitute black today, and they were actually, the Greek words that are used for them is black.
Now, don't misunderstand me. I am not saying that the ancient Egyptians were not black, as we Americans perceive it. They were. The way we define black, with mixed race one drop rule, the way we define black as a positive thing, the Egyptians were black.
So you're suggesting maybe these people migrated north?
Yes, or their culture did end up. Really east to the Nile Valley, east and north.
East and north.
Yeah,
I see. So today in Egypt, the archaeologists often refer to, and I've been there, to connections between ancient Egyptian culture and the Sumerian culture and the Crete culture and the Persian culture. Yet when you visit Egypt, especially around Aswan in the southern part of the Nile, you see mostly black people.
Yes. Yeah. And we know from the anthropological evidence that the people just predating the dynastic civilization in the Nabta Playa region were black African people.
I can sympathize with the impulse to sort of to be very strident, to be very argumentative, to be very.
All right, I'm back. That didn't take no time. A nice drink of water, quick talk to the wife, chill for a minute. I had to wait till I wanted to look at the text again. Cool. Back like a flow jack. What's that right there though? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can work it out. All right, look, what do you identify? I see an N and then a T, right? And then a bird. I don't know nothing about that. This is rec, the knowledge. That's the don't. Don't what? Oh, we gotta look. I ain't tripping. Oh, that's that. Okay. Okay, that's why, because I don't know that. See, so you gotta learn right now. I was beating myself up, but I don't even enter it. So what is this? This is two legs then with something on top, basically. They could have made it more like the bowl. If I see this with the back leg turned, the front leg straight, maybe I can remember. Because that's what this is, and I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to remember that that's that. It's basically two legs with it kind of got an N on top, which is new, any. This word is any. In a dictionary, look, any, right? Third week, because it got an I as the third radical. So we know it's a verb, right? Verb. So if we see a T on it, I think we see a T on it. NT. Let's go look. So you know the word is any is a third week, so the Y ain't there, so this N is part of, that's the phonetic complement. Therefore, you got a T on a verb, which means to do what? To bring. So this is one who brings. So what the O chick doing? Oh, yeah, it's still one who brings. They formed it different. Any two, one brings. So not one who brings. Oh, so now this it says one doesn't go. Jeru to one's limit. Ah, that's tight. One doesn't, so you ain't gonna reach your limit, man. Let's look at the English. This is why they say, for no limit can be set to skill. They really don't say that though. Let's go back. Let's see where it say skill. They just saying you ain't gonna reach your limit, bruh. Look, see, that's why they can put the one in there. Remember why they putting one in there? For no limit can be set to skill. No, they're not doing that right. For no limit can be set to skill. It's like one won't reach his limit. No limit, like Master P. Let's see no limit. So this is the limit, but it's negated way up here. Jer, if I look up Jer, it's the limit. Oh, look at the chat. What'd you say? Nah, for me, the sound is gone. Oh, somebody said it wasn't no, I don't know. I don't know about the sound, but I was gone. I was away from the computer. So y'all saying when I was playing that video, y'all couldn't hear the video? Dang, that's sad. But hopefully everything is back right now. I don't know what happened. Hold on, y'all telling me that y'all can't hear right now? I'm looking at the chat. Hold on. I'm in the high row account. Let me see. Y'all can't hear? Oh man, if y'all can't hear, I don't know what happened. They must have cut me off. Oh, somebody said it's clear. So what is, man, I hate when people do that. Sorry about that. Maybe that's your phone, bro. Because other people saying they hear me clearly, so I don't know what to do. If you can't hear. Oh, see, so it might have just happened. You know what happened? I don't know what happened, man. I stepped away from the computer and they went to work messing things up. So here we go. Let's get back to it. Thank you for looking out for me, Drink. All right. Be not proud because you are, so for no limit can be set to skill. So we talking about they telling them, bro, there ain't gonna be no limit to your skill. They telling it with the jer and they negated it up front. But they said one will not go, or one will not bring, one will not fetch. You ain't gonna reach the limit. Jer being the limit. Let's see if jer is for reach or jer for the limit. DJR. DJR, so you put a capital D and an R. Jer, let's see. They said entire whole. I thought that was going to give us the limit. So let me see. You're not going to reach the whole. Let's keep going. Because that's not the one we look. That's MJR. We just want Jer by itself. So hold on. Since before to the end, that is the limit. I knew it was the limit, bro. Look. To end up or at the end. So that's where they getting the limit from. From now, at the end. You ain't gonna be at the end. You won't reach the limit. See? Jer. Of your skills. The limit, and then we got that row right there. But then this is like, all right, that's kind of like directional. That's kind of crazy. You see something? Oh, other people could hear it? Oh. All right, cool. So that limit got what after it? It got this and then a T. So that's like and I'm losing that right now, but I know that seemed directional. Somebody know the glyphs say what that was. They call that's skill, huh? Okay, that's skill. SL. I'm gonna remember that. Let me find it in the dictionary. That gotta be your skill. I'm just gonna put skill. Right? And watch this. My eyes starting to mess with me. Let me turn off this light. All right, there we go. That ain't it. But if that say SPD, I remember that they say SPD for skill. We got this other SH. All right, hold on. The reason why I said I wanted to remember that SPD, let's go look at the text. All right, where my shades at, dog? Now I gotta put on some shade. Hold up, give me a second. Too many monitors staring all day. Hold up. All right, I'm back. All right, that feels better. Let me see. Oh, that's this? No. I want to find it right here. Right? So how you going to transliterate that? Somebody transliterate that, put it in the chat. Who want to transliterate that? Put it in the chat while I find it in the hieratic. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see something. That's way back here. I don't want to get us lost. I know that this is that look like a bad bird. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not wrong. So we got double N real quick. Let me go back to the double N. Oh, I'm lost. So I'm at the knowledge, right? So let's go back to the knowledge so I won't be lost. All right. Oh, we got all that to go. Oh, we ain't even in that part of the text because they're going to knowledge right there. Then we got the nin, init or whatever. So that's this right here. Then that's the M. So this looks like NF. That's crazy. Oh, that's what Jared, that's the Jared. Okay. So that's what Jared looked like. Then the R, and then it's gonna be the U chick. There go the U chick. So I thought that was, what was that after the U chick? Oh, that's a determinative for this road right here. All right, cool. I'm talking about this right here. So therefore, this is my first time encountering this, and it is this. I encountered that in the glyphs many times, and it made me think of a direction, but I'm at a loss right here because it just looks like a direction glyph, but it ain't. Right? To me, it ain't. And it ain't the east. It ain't a menta. So let me see. All right, what you say the two chicks mean duality? Let me go back. I don't see that in this instance, but normally two chicks wouldn't mean duality. You get duality from two strokes or from a Y or two reed leaves. So let's just start again. Because that nedge word was advice to you or whatever. You are to counsel with, this is the ignorant, Kim, right? So you like the knowledgeable. So the ignorant man with the ignorant man like the knowledgeable man. And we got that right here because let's go back. Here go knowledgeable man right here. So this is the negated arms. So we're going to see some arms turned up see right here, after the knowledgeable man. So now let's go back to the text where it say the knowledgeable man. But discourse with the ignorant man as with the sage. So that's what they say. So we passed that. So they say the next thing we say, for no limit can be set to skill. We went through all that. Right? So let's keep going because we got through the not the limit. And I'm forgetting what this is again. So I got, it's that again. That's right. So the end of that is going to end with this. No limit. This is the skill. That word is skill, bro. That's what that is. That word is skill, but I don't know how to transliterate it. And here it is again. So what my brother said about these double chicks meaning duality, I would probably stray away from that, but something is happening here and we need to talk about it. It's not gemination, and I ain't even found this word yet. I got a system where I can find it real quick for y'all. So let's, instead of fumbling and bumbling, let me just find it. Right? I wish J Mill was watching. He like, you tripping. He know that by heart. But let me see. It's probably going to be under. I know it. I just think one of them is a staff. I don't think all of it is a staff. But it got the S. See, it got the S in it, so it's going to curve like one of these. Watch. Here it go, but it don't got the reed leaf on top. I mean, I don't got the feather on top. Well, I just seen it though, but I'm just gonna see if I see another version that's exactly it. Oh, see, we got more of these S's with things, but hold on. Who know what it is? Put it in the chat. Put it in the comment section. All right, so that there you go. It's over here. That's it, but it got an F on it. Oh, it's the word Seth. They're probably telling me what the word is for skill. That word is, it means to be a craftsman. I remember now. But it do seem like it's Seth. See, this is a version of it. But watch it mean to be a craftsman. That's what I got to put, craftsman. Because that thing goes down to skill. So let me put craftsman. Or craft. See there, but look, man. Check it out. I had to remember. Feel me? I knew. Now, see, you can confuse this for, let me show you. Don't confuse this, but this is about a craft. Now, it says him, that's not what we're looking for. I mean, it is what we're looking for, but I want to see how I kind of found that out. This is what we're kind of looking for, a skill or a craft. Now, you can confuse this with this. I'm going to put Amenta. Amenta, maybe? Oh, I shouldn't do that. Imnta. Oh, no, A. Now, look. You going to see this one? That's how you can confuse it for that one. Feel me? Hella close together, right? And so that's not what we're dealing with. The one we're dealing with is, excuse me, this one. So this is skill. So it's like no skill. This is negation. And they talking about something about skill, but that was like you're not gonna reach the end of your skill. I don't know why we got per. Well, this is a whole word here. I don't know this word. It might be. But anyway, we keep it forward. And this is about just being one who is glorified or whatever. His glory. That's what they're gonna say, his glory somewhere. Oh, yeah, it was craftsman. Full advantages. That's what they said. They say full advantages. It was like his glory. But now, check this out. The guy with the praise arms, let's find it here. Hold on. I never remember what this. Oh, this was that thing. Oh no, I don't remember what this is, dude. I gotta go back. Sorry, cause I don't remember what this is. How I'm gonna just zoom past that. Gotta go back real quick. Oh, that's this. Remember? Cool. It got an R after it and an Uchik. See, we can't just be skipping stuff. So that's that. With an R and an Uchik. Let's remember again. That's Jer. Jer. This is like the limit or something. Right? So that's Jer, the limit. It looks like Zoop, cock arms. Okay. That's the road thing. So who remember this? This is the one we just investigated. And it kind of looked like this. So it should be an H or something after this. Oh, no, it's a T with a line under it. That's this, T with the line under it. So that's a papyrus roll or negated arms. Tell me what this is. This is a papyrus roll right here, see? So the translation so far was, we just got to the end of the full advantages. Now, That's the end of the full advantages, it seems like. Because this PR word is killing me. Nope, it's all the way to here. Here's advantages, sorry. This is his glory. One's glory or whatever. So they calling that his advantages. So now we're at the Daga Medu word. Medu means words. So Daga, look that up. DGA. And let's find out, hold on. Oh, before I do that. There are the two ooh chicks we seen. There are the man. No, so where's Medu? Hold on, these ain't ooh, hold on. Go back. This is double N, the negated N and the small N, right? Where they at? Because I must have left something in. Something's wrong. What I mess up on? That ain't two N's? That's that, huh? Papyrus roll, a F. Okay, hold on. Papyrus roll, no, this is not an N. Dang, what's going on now? Hold up, bro. This the Aku word. I don't want to get lost. I can't get lost. So let me slow down. Oh boy. Hold on. Right here, dog. So remember this? This is that road. I gotta go back, dude, this we could get lost. For real. Sorry, I'm not even on that part. It's up here, see? Hey, I mean, you know, stuff happens. See, that's the road right there. Then we got the word, there go the road. Then the word we were scrutinizing was right here, which was leading us back to skill. Right? So let's get that up. It ended with a T in the papyrus roll. Here was the T in the papyrus roll. So this is the double ends, right? Double ends. So let's keep going. Now this is another, so this is like no, yeah, okay, this is still talking about skill. That was like no craftsman. The first one was that, and this is about the skill. Well, what we got a peep game was we got a man with an A on top. After the two ooh chicks. Which is right here, two chicks. The man with the A under. Okay. So now we got, so this A, so what's going on here? Basically. Because PR, I don't know what's going on with PR. Look. So something going on with this word. Who know this word? Well, we could go over here. Let's see where they end with the full advantages. Full advantages is back here. So they're using this to like possess. So this is going to be PR. I don't know what word that is. But y'all can look at it later. So I can see where they ended his full advantages. And they're saying this is starting, the guy is starting a new sentence. So let's go back. Let's not get lost. PR. And they're going to papyrus roll. Okay, cool. Thank you. I had to be able to do that. Papyrus roll after the ooh chick. What? This is an ooh chick? Oh, man. Let's go back to the P. I'm not lost anymore. What is going on? Oh, hold on, dude. Don't even trip. There go the two ooh chicks. Dude, I'm getting lost. We way back here. The two ooh chicks, right? Thank you. The man and the hand, dude. Look. The man and the hand. Now there's a P after it. There go the P and the R. All right, we're not lost. PR. So this is this. Then it should be a papyrus roll after it. There it is. So that means this is a word. I don't know that word, and I don't know the final consonant. Y'all can help, so I'm not tripping. I'm going to keep going. But it's telling me it right here. Maybe it was full. Yep. Watch this. This is going to be like full. Forget that. I'm going to keep going. Because I'm still trying to get to this. So I need to see that bird with a K and an Uchit. There you go. That bird, the K, H, and the Uchit. And then the papyrus roll. Foundly. Now this is 3 strokes in the F. There go the 3 strokes in the L. Okay, so we finally got to that other word. It's on a whole nother line is what we learn. Oh, so here's the D, and that's the Ga, yeah. Hey, DGA. Oh, this is the top sentence. So DGA, and that's the man with his hands up. Foundly. I can't get lost like that. So the guy, let's go back and see what that meant. The guy? Why they want me to put a different I? Oh, maybe that's DJ. I can't see. I don't have glasses. What's up with the guy? DG. Oh, there you go. It means to transport. That's different. Yeah, it still means to transport. The guy, to plant, to cover. Let's see what determinative we got. Let's try to get it off the primary to see. The guy, oh, he got his hands up, so this look like he got his hands up. So it's not going to be the cover. Let's find it with his hands up. Then I'm about to go do a flash sale or something and have some, get back to business. Where's he at with his hands up? Here you go, to hide. Do it got the sparrow bird after it? No. So to hide. Now let's see what they say. Fair speech is more rare. Oh, they're gonna say hidden. I got it. Just look. They calling this rare. This is words right here. So this is shout out to who just said this is hard. No need to pause, but look at this. Hold on. Let me see. The guy means to hide. So they saying rare. Because they saying hidden words. You see, it really ain't no hidden words. They saying rare words. That's how they getting rare out of the guy. I guess. Because the guy is stone to transport stone. So look, the guy Medu, which they said was, yeah, the guy Medu Nefair, so good words, rare good words are better than greenstone. See? So look, this is your comparative R. This is Nefair, you know the word Nefer? Good. This is the end of the word Medu, like we say Medu Netcher. Medu is starting right here. Let's go find this word, the Ga, in the primary. The Ga. There go your Medu after it. Medu, DT. See, this is just a hand. This is their way of drawing a hand real fast. And that's a T. They're going to man with his hand to his mouth. It's this. But hold on. That's not right. It got to be this. He got his hand to his mouth. See? So it's this man. They're going to D to T that we seeing right here. DT. We read left to right on the right to left on the primary, left to right on the instructional work. This is Nefer. NFR, but they spelled it out with an F. a R and the T, so it's Neferet. Neferet. But so this says, if we start from right here, the guy, when we just looked this up, dog, it's right here, the guy, but not transport. I'm telling you, not transport. He got the praise arms behind it. So we need to find it with the praise arms behind it. This one, to hide. See, hide. So hide. Now, well, let's just read it first. What if you say hide words? No. Hidden words. Hidden beautiful words. So good words are hidden. Good words are hard to find, but than greenstone. Feel me? Good words are more hidden. That's how you say it. Good words are more hidden than greenstone. Why do I keep saying greenstone? This is the word green and this is a stone. This is the word wide stone. So this is like a wide stone. I don't know, wide ear or something. Right? But then they're going to give you a statement of fact. This is starting a new sentence. But it is a fact. So let's just read this like this. Not find. I keep saying find. Hide. Yeah, hide. Hidden words. Hidden good words. Good words are hidden more than greenstone. But it is a fact one finds it. So this is one finds. You want me to break this down? Go back to the chart. This is gim, which means to find, but it got a T after it. Go back to the chart. Let's see if this is consistent. That which is the one who was. If the verb means found, that which is found, you will find it. It is a fact that this right here is just a start of a new sentence, a statement of fact. It is a fact that one finds it by, who is this? Hemet, or maybe just Hemet, which is, that's why they said the slave women. But amongst the wives are women upon Benet. Now this is a different type of stone, right? Benut. Oh, wait a minute. That's the end? They didn't do no more? Oh, man. Now the training wheels just got taken off. So if you think you raw, let's see if you raw now. Because now you ain't got the metal netcher, bro. I'm about to keep going. I don't need the metal netcher. Watch this. Oh, wait a minute. Is it more? Oh, it was more. My thing, this stupid book. Man, excuse me, my page was frozen. I thought it wasn't no more. I was about to say. It looked like it wasn't no more, and I thought the training wheels was coming off because we wouldn't have anything to do. Yeah, it's very sloppy on the papyrus, and the reason why is because it's cursive. So unless you're just an excellent student, which I never was, and I propose that a lot of people in Kemet was just practical people, and we're finding they're just everyday cursive writing. Like, it wasn't like for the governor or nothing. Let me see if this document has caught up. I'm sorry, I thought it was over. There's a lot more to this. But we know where we at, though. And shout out to anybody who find these videos useful, helpful, or just entertaining. Even sometimes I would watch stuff like this even if I wasn't trying to learn it. Dang, we went down hella far. I was on the whole text is here. I mean, a lot of the text is here. Everything we see in red starts a new maxim, and we was only on like maxim number 1. We way over here. About the stone. Here go the limits. Or the yeah, hold on. So, we about to show it. Right here. So the last word, it was stone. Check game. Let me come back up. See this determinative? So this word Ben Newt is probably gonna be the millstone that they talk about. Let's say Ben Newt, BNWT. Look, Ben Newt. Tumor, that ain't it. It's gonna be millstone. We gotta find it with a stone behind it. There we go, look. Let's go back. They're the one with the stone on it. Benut. Benut is stone. So what are they telling you? What's the knowledge we supposed to get out of this? They said, bruh, good words can be harder to find than green stone, but they can be found amongst the women at the millstone. That's hot. So let's go look at this word. I mean, you know, that's hot. Did we learn something? I learned something, man. The text told us politic with everybody. It said, what did it say? We read it in the primary language. And we taking the training wheels off. I'm going to stop looking back at the meta nature until I have to. The guy hidden to hide. But you got to remember, let's go back to the grammar that we learned. What type of verb is hide? Is it a person? Is that a person, a place, or a thing? Nope. It ain't. It's an action, huh? Because you can say to in front of it and it works. To hide. Therefore, the guy, this first word right here, is in the infinitive state, right? So then we know that this is a verbal sentence. Starting with a verb, so it's to be verb, subject, object, adjective. The guy, so that now you know the subject is the words. Feel me? And it is. Because they talking about where you can find good words. Verb, subject, very small dogs, often, something I gotta remember, is the way to remember the word order. Very small dogs. But you see, that's if you got, I don't want to throw nobody off. VSOA, basically. That's the simple one. But it gets harder. So verb, subject, object, adverb, or adverbial comment. So if this is the verb, the guy, to hide, medu, words, is the object, but they beautiful words. Verb, subject, object, adjective. So this is still beautiful words. That's still the subject. So we're gonna find the adjective. No, but it got an R, so it's stopping. So it's like hidden beautiful words more. Beautiful words are more hidden than. All of that. More hidden than right here. Want me to prove it? I'll go to the TLA on you. More hidden than out of this R. Because you got the hidden, but then this is like your comparative or your superlative, right? Giving you more. Then what is this? I see an F up in that mug. This is a stone, I know, but you got to remember how to say it. Training wheels is off. We can't look back at the metal nature, bro. That's kind of weak. Now, let me use my knowledge of what the name of this stone is. Oh, greenstone. Watch F. Okay, yeah. This is green right here. See? Stone. Now we got a reed leaf and a uchit. That's a statement of fact. A new sentence is happening. So they already said the first part, but this shouldn't be seen as a dependent clause. This next part is its own sentence. And it is a fact that this is still a bird. Look. So we got this on the front. Now, that's not a beak. This is the gim bird. This stroke was to let you know the bird is looking down. Okay? We ain't gonna forget that. I'm not. Because I got the rest. Look, see, let me show you something. See this bird? It ain't looking down. This one is. Sorry, man. It's just simple. It's simplicity. But it's thought behind this. So prove it. Watch this. Which bird is it going to be then? I told you it was looking down, so I'm going to let you find it in the glyphs. Let's play this little game. I only came back to this to prove it. Now on the screen, which bird is looking down? Not him. He ain't looking down. He is. The bird that's looking for something is the word gim. It means to find. But you got a T behind the gim. This isn't Tess. Tess ain't no word. This is Kemet. One who looks. One can find. See, that's where they're getting that one can find from. Because you can say either look or find. For gim, which is GMT or GMMT. It's still GMT. And there go the S, it. So one finds it, okay? One finds it by, this is an M, preposition M, by. In, you can say in, by. Now what's this gonna be? Since this is going down straight, this is an arm. See? If this is straight and they go over, it's gonna be an arm. But what's this though? So what that arm mean? I'm lost. I'm so lost. This is a T right here. So if this says, if this is the start of the sentence, it's a statement of fact that one finds it by, then we got an arm and something. I got to fire on myself. Instead of being frustrated, I'm just going to look. Oh, okay, yeah, it was a him. Damn, I should have remembered that. This is just a him with a T. So this is feminine. So this is women. And that's them in plurality. Okay, and this is single stroke, right? All right, that ain't no big deal. Right? So that's the women. Let's keep going. Y'all know what this is right here. Because he kept going with the strokes. It ain't a T. T is stop right there. And then this is a hair. This is a face. So we should see a face to the right. See? So then now you're going to see the word Ben Newt. And that's going to have a stone after it. Look. Ben Newt is a type of stone. Since we already said the green stone, we know that the Ben Newt, where's the Ben Newt stone? Here's a B. Here's an N. Guess this is a new ball. I mean, because I see an U chick and a T. Benute. So this is what a new ball look like. Let me observe this for a minute. All right, so where the stroke start? Right here. You go whoop. I guess you go whoop, right? And don't leave no air. Maybe some air in there. Whoop. This is a... What the hell is that, bruh? Just chill. Hold on. I don't want no pressure to be perfect. This right here is this. Is this right here. Okay, cool. This right here. Okay, so they went whoom, whoom. Probably. I don't know. Whoom, whoom, whoom. You writing fast like cursive, so you probably went whoom, whoom, whoom. And then went whoom, whoom. You feel me? You ain't going hella slow, so you gotta just see what he was trying to get off real quick. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know how you got that out of that. I'd have just put a circle. But you probably putting a circle probably even take longer. I don't know, but this is the new ball. So we see B in new. This is your U chick. Anybody watch my show can't identify these birds by now, you tripping. Like you must think I'm wrong. Every time it do it. Look, it keep doing it. What does it do? It start up in the upper right-hand corner, come down the lower corner, and then go like this, around. You don't see that too often. Here goes a T. So that's the Benute. And there goes, let us know it's stone with 3 strokes under it. He's not going to lift up his pen to write these 3 strokes, but it's these 3 strokes. Not those, but these over here. Hold on, come on, man. Move, document. All right, there's these 3 strokes. So we back to some red. So they finished that statement, so we should have got the knowledge. What they told us was, do not be proud because thou art learnt. No, it said, don't be proud of your knowledge, but discourse with the ignorant man. Man, talk to everybody. Just like the sage, discourse with the ignorant man, just like the sage. For no limit can be set to skill, neither is there any craftsman that possesses full advantages. It kind of didn't really say that. It's like you ain't gonna reach the limit. No one reaches the limit to skill, and no craftsman reaches the end of his craft or something like that, right? Whatever. Fair speech is more rare, where it's like, it's like good words are hidden more than the emerald. It says rare than the emerald that is found by slave maidens on the pebble. That's wrong. But it can be found amongst the women at the millstone. They talking about it's found by the slave maidens on the pebbles. They'll have you tripping. All right, that was a cool little long time. About 30 hours. 3 nice little hours. I ain't finished though, man. I'm just doing me. Maybe I do need to do some, let me see. Check up on some business stuff real quick. I'm just looking at my phone real quick. There ain't nothing going on over there. So how y'all starting this off? You scared. You can already see that. That's the find bird. Again, if you find. This is if you find, bro. Stop playing. Now, if it ain't if, this is a reed leaf and an R. If that ain't if, because everything ain't, is if conditional? I guess if is conditional. This might not be conditional. Let's go look and just solve it. If they be like, if you find, if thou find. So we know what we doing. Let me show you how you peep game on that. It's starting the sentence with a R. Now, if it was the IR most of the time, because if you see an I at the beginning of a sentence, it could be a word for doing or creating. But they're not going to say to do or create at the beginning like this. You want to know why? because it can be confusing. This is a preposition, and you don't start sentences with preposition. And so therefore, if you see IR, let me take you to the TLA, just so you can peep game. IR could be plenty of things, and you could think of it as the IR. Nah, bro. I'm gonna tell you the cheat code. If you're starting a sentence, think if first. And then if it ain't if the sentence ain't conditional, it might not be if. I'm gonna put a J and an R, right? Just because they using a J for the I on this in the TLI. Now, peep guy. This is prepositional, but they still put if first. But prepositions should be in between two nouns. You shouldn't be starting a sentence with a preposition. So this is kind of like a prepositional phrase or something like that. But it should not. We're thinking of it as if. It can also be as to. But remember, if is if it's conditional. If is also temporal. Temporal means concerning time. So the condition here is like, if you go left, then you go right. You feel me? That's that type of if, conditional. But what is if temporal? If this time passes, you feel me? It'll probably be like that. And now here's another way to entertain it. Because if it's not conditional, it might be as far as, placed at the beginning to emphasize the sentence element. So now we got to see what we're dealing with. Do you think you're saying as far as you find? Because this is your same Gimberg to find. No, if you find. If, then you got a session. So you got the preposition in the beginning, know to entertain it as if. Then you got the finding, right? A verb for finding, but it got you after that. If you find, what are you going to find? I put an M. I mean, DJA. So, Jaisu? Jaisu? What is Jaisu? Jasu. Now I'm going to help you with this. If you find, what is Jasu? Now check this out. You see these two men together? They're telling you something. One got his hand to his mouth and one don't. So you can already know you're going probably from all the way there and back to here. Now let's deal with this. Most ancient Egyptian words, I mean, they got a lot of words, but the most of them are triconsonantal roots, right? So if that would be the case, and I was just trying to observe the root, I would take this capital D. I'm leaving out the A, right? Let me see something. Because I'm trying to see if this is a su after it. Su could be a personal pronoun, but it shouldn't have. The shoe shouldn't be before the determinative that lets you know which category this whole word was in. Therefore, this word is like the gaisu, a long word. So this is going to be like a fifth. We passed 3 consonants on this. I think we're on to 4. I know you see more than 4 digits, but this is going to not, that uchik ain't going to be in it. So I think this is like a longer word, a 4th radical. I might be wrong, but we're about to look it up. I know this su ain't the dependent pronoun because why is it before this determinative that's letting us, this represents the man. So whatever it is, he's like, my su, the daisu. My daisu. And daisu is something that concerns the mouth. So we could go look at this. Let's see. Arguer. See, if thou find an arguer talking, but let's go back. That's what that was concerning the mouth. So remember when I said, if you find, then we're trying to figure out what this the guy suit. Now, this says me, my, I, me, my, or I. So let's see where they put that in there. They're saying one. Because they say an arguer talking. They get an arguer talking just out of this. Okay. So they saying it's a man. So this got to be the arguer. Now that is crazy. Hold up. If you find, he said arguer talking. Yeah, I see the hand to the mouth. I'm with that. And then there's one arguing, basically. If you find one arguing, but this is supposed to be this is supposed to be first person. So let's look it up. I know some people probably already looked it up. In the dictionary, I could put D, capital D, capital A, Y, and I'll start to see if that is even in there. Capital D, capital A, then put an I. See, it is something in there. So hold on. Now what was the rest? Sorry. And that's a word by itself, so I might be right. Let me look at that word by itself. Hold up. No, not that. Not that. No. Oh, yeah. See, there we go. To violate. Yep. But it got the little thing there. We don't want that one. What we see is always something doing bad. To harm, to do wrong. Because if you go to the translation, what they say arguer. So they now I'm about to see it's not gonna stay on violate, it's gonna stretch. Because he ain't got his hand to his mouth. Let's find this word with the person with their hand to that mouth. And then we're gonna see. To have fun, so you could get confused if you got the wrong determinative. And we're trying to find one with a dude with his hand to his mouth. But here's the thing. I know why. Let me see. Let me put the S. See, there it is with the S. So, a dispute to argue. Now look, check it out. This is how we peep game. We knew it wasn't a third, and we knew it'd be more than three consonants here, remember? These are just considered consonants. You're going to say I and a consonant. It's like a third week. It's a week they don't know. It's like, when it's weak, it's used as both sometimes. But, and so look at our term to dispute. But right here they say civil war, using the same term. I guess an internal dispute. But yet, if you find it with this hair over there, it could be something completely different. So we got ours, a dispute. That's an arguer. One in dispute, maybe. I wouldn't say an arguer. That's just silly. But we started not to look at the, so this is if, find you, if you find, this is the DJ, this is the A, this is the reed leaf, the S, and the uchik, and this is the man with the hand to his mouth. So this is the dispute. 3 strokes, the simplest thing for 3 strokes is plurality, but it also might indicate a collective, which is not plural, it's individual, but there are, like if you say family, that's one thing, but it's many things inside of a family. You feel me? So 3 strokes indicate plurality or collectives. And then you got the further one, which is the abstract 3 strokes, but you see that less often. And so in this term stopping at this man right here is actually this term stopping at the man right here, because he got the hand to the mouth. In this quick version, man got his hand to his mouth too. So it should be another man behind him. And here he goes. Sorry, bro. It's just cursive and I don't know if you could learn to see that as a man, that's cool, but that's what that is. And so you got a bird behind him, an M bird. We got the man with the M bird with an A bird behind him. Oh, what's this going on? We're going to have some fun. Because before I look, I'm definitely about to figure that out. So don't even trip. We're going to go back. If find, remember that this is the gem bird and the M. U, this is the X suffix onto the verb. So this is Kemet, you find. Now we got the DJ, the A bird, the read leaf, the S. So it's like Jaisu, because this is a Uche. Jaisu, and that's the man. This is a argue or a dispute. But this man, that man lets you know that it's a dispute. This is a man. So this is one in dispute. A man in dispute. Let's go back and look. Look, see? It's a man after the determinative. So this word, this right here lets you know, check it out. Hold up. If my oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta go. I got the document over here. I'm looking at the wrong document. So I keep looking at it on the internet where it freezes. Let me just close that. And remember to look at it here where it doesn't freeze. My bad. That was easy. So let's find the man in dispute right here. Yeah, this will move a lot smoother. But look, so look. Okay, that's the sounds of the word. And the word is we hear the word. Here's the determinative to let you know the category of that word. He pointing at his mouth. It's a man pointing at his mouth. So this is where we get dispute. But you got another man behind that. That's not a determinative. This should be pronounced E. So if this word is Jaisu, you say Jaisui or Jaisui. One in dispute. Right? And then it says M, which is probably a preposition. Therefore, you're going to look at AT. That's about a moment, so that's right. So check it out. So this is talking about debate. And this is when I be cooking comes. This right here helped me cook foods in debate. Watch what he say. Peep game, let's go back to the amendment. If you find one in dispute in moment his. So if you find somebody in dispute cooking, if you find somebody in a debate cooking, this is cooking. That means cooking. It means in his moment. No, I left it out. This is in his moment. This was like a way to say you're doing good at the current time. So they literally telling you if you find a man in debate and he cooking, it's gonna tell you what to do. Now let's go see if the English say that, because they gonna say it in the King's English. And what do you think that says in the King's English? Because they really say if you find a man in debate and he like in his moment. Well, let's see what the King's English said. It says, if you find an arguer talking one who is well disposed and wiser than you, see? Told you, bro, it's gonna tell you what to do. That's why when cats be debating me, I be like, you ain't read the Thai Hotel, huh? They don't even know what that be doing though. That's kind of like a little cut though. Because but they don't even know that that's what it is. It's just fun and games. We having fun. Look, they ain't read Patah Hotel because it tell you what to do when you're getting fried. It tells you 4,000 years ago how to be a humble man, yo, and it help you it'll help you on Sinetta TV. Wherever debate and wild discourse take place, this is some of the best advice. So let's keep going. Let's get back. We gotta drill this in our head. If you find Gim, this is ear Gimek. If you find, now let's say this DJA, so it's Jai, this is a Y, so DJAI, well, how you say that? Jai, Jaisu, Jaisui, one in debate or one in dispute. Now, this is a, why is this an M here? Hold on. That's one in dispute. We got the man with his hand to the mouth. We got the, oh, this is in his moment. But this bird with the head turned back is the wrong bird. Oh my God, I'm getting better than them. I'm getting better than them. These fools put the wrong bird. I bet you if we go investigate what I'm saying, I just peep game. Watch this. I'm gonna prove it. They put the wrong bird. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Let me go back. Look at this bird. That is right. This is an A bird. They right. I'll take that away. A bird and then a T and then one stroke slanted. This is a moment. Ot is a moment. So we're going to look at the moment. But look, this is his. The suffix pronoun. So it's his moment. In his moment. Now this is where they're going to say smarter than you. But they say knowledge, pa, ib. What is that? How is that smarter than you? Knowledge, wisdom, pa, ib, m, hold on, pa, ib, m, akir. M, akir is excellent. Okay. M, akir, so that's knowledge. So we need to know what pa, ib is. So all we got to do is look up pa. P-A, lowercase, both lowercase. Well, why they do that? So maybe I'll put pa-ib, I-B. Ain't no pa-ib either? Let me see pa-ib, dude. That's not popping? So then what are you gonna do? Ain't no such thing as a capital P. I'm gonna just hit P-A like that. That's the wrong pa, dog. I know it's, but they is doing it wrong, see? Well, no, that's that pa giving you that A. It's the wrong A. So, but sometimes you might find it like that. So let's just look. I know they're not just saying the. If I'm tripping and they just saying the, bro. Hold on, let's go back. There you go. See, there you go. All right, hold on. We got it. They left something off. Pa was pot. So first of all, it could be patriots. They left off the T. See, look. You got 3 strokes. Let you know they talking about people or mankind. Now this is pa D. That's different. Which God has given, used in personal names. Pa D. I don't think that's pa D. And that's our options right there. Because this is pa with a T. This is back to humanity, pot. Right? So we got this. It's not going to do nothing. It's going to be this pot probably for people. See, they don't have to, well, they put the T the most of the times. But let's go back and look. All right, man. Let me see. I'm still chilling. Let me see, though. Oh, they got a heart after it. Damn. Knowledge in the heart of the people? Nah. Make no sense. Oh, M. Akir. So something is excellent after that. Let's go read the English, dog. It says, wiser than you. That said, well disposed and wiser than thou. But they say, then thy arms fall, bend thy back, be not angry with him if he agrees not with thee. Refrain from speaking evilly, oppose him not at any time when he speaketh. See, they tell him, just fall back, bruh. He got the floor. And if he addresses thee as one ignorant of the matter, thine humbleness shall bear away his contentness. I'm trying to tell you, bruh, they tell you. I be like, bro, you don't know this shit? Even when I'm on the opposite side of this, when somebody addresses me as one who is ignorant of the matter, thine humbleness shall bear away your contention. You ain't gonna be tripping because I'm gonna be like, my bad, I ain't even know. I'm definitely not gonna be like, unless of course I'm out of pocket or something. This is an instruction just how to be. Let's read it again. If thou find an art, I hate this if thou. If you find a man in dispute, let's go read our own stuff, bro. Like, let's stop letting them do that to us. Let me see. If thou, no. I bet you can't do it from this. I bet I can. If find you. So this says Kemet. Now this is Jaisu, or arguer, Jaisu or arguer, in moment, F in his moment. We getting better, y'all. If you find an argument in his moment, let's see what you're supposed to do. Okay, wait. Let me see. Oh, core. What is core? Under. Oh yeah, this is that core. Well, I don't remember a core. Under, core. When. Where's the core? I don't remember no core. Hold on. There should be a core on there somewhere. Where is the text? Oh yeah, I started looking at it over here. It is a core right in front of it, dude. Core, So okay, now in this moment, when let's see what they say about when. They say, bend thy back. Wiser than you, let thy arms fall. Oh, that's the part I'm messing up on. Let thy arms fall. Let's see. Core can mean to fall. Core can mean to fall. So fall, that is arms. Okay, I see. This is a poo. This ain't just a P. Everything I was looking at is different now. This is a core poo. Core poo, something for arms. And then this is about your mind in. So this is like fall. Core means to fall. That is arms. So your arms fall. Fall that arm. Fall that arm. So that's why they say, let's look at the hieratic. No, it is that. I can show y'all in the dictionary. So the thing is, this is just a P and it could be a poo. When you just see a P that ain't making no sense, a P ain't an arm, dog. Let me show you. An arm is going to be I. So this ain't none of this. This ain't none of this. This ain't none of this. Right? I peep game. It ain't none of this. What's happening is a poo is in front of that. Let me show you. Watch how you can get a poo. See, this is what's in front of that. That this and demonstratives come after what they're describing. So this far or that far or something. But let's watch how we could get a poo without, it don't even have to have the ooh chick. You might just get it with a P. They giving us some pools, but they all got the ooh on it. I want to see just a P showing that it could be a poo. They all got an ooh chick on them. All right, well, I know for some other grammar, but whatever. I ain't even tripping. I hate when the dictionary don't agree because I'm not going to go past that. I can show you in the TLA. So I'm thinking it's one of these. It got to be because look at how they translated it. They say, let thine arms fall. That way, we know we ain't that far off because if you look at this, ain't nothing to say let in here. Oh, no, this is an arm. So there's nothing to say let in here. And this is about your mind. Let's see what they say about the mind or the heart next. But the heart is the mind in ancient times. So let's see what they say about that next to prove it. Right? Bend thy back, be not angry with him if he agree. So they're not even really giving it up right. This is not the best translation. Let thy arms fall, bend thy back. Nah, we're going to see what that really say. I bet you we had a more up-to-date translation of it. So this is about the arms falling. Let's see something about the back bending. See, this is still, they didn't say nothing about excellence. Do you want me to prove it? AQR. Do you want me to prove it? M-Akir, something in excellence, dog. What are they talking about? They say, it's like, let your arm, fall, that fall arms, something about the heart in excellence. Right? To you, dog. Watch this. If I go to the dictionary, it's going to say what I say. First, watch this. IQR is going to be excellence. IQR, right? Very good. Ain't that excellence? Let's keep going. Exceedingly. That's kind of like excellence. There go excellence. All right. So why they don't say that? Because they didn't know all this back in the day. That was excellence. Akir, but you don't see it written just like you see it in the, there you go. Right here. Excellent. Right? And so when we see this here, we're going to see what it look like in the primary. M means in. So that's in excellence. I ain't tripping off that translation. We can read ours. Now we got that's a ref. This is not a RF. I mean RX. This is this might be a RX. Yeah. This is 2U, basically. So let's see if it say 2U. No, they're not doing none of that. They fell off. Let me see. Excellence. You seen that this word was left out. But basically they said something about drop your arms. I don't even see bend your back yet. Sakai. Oh, okay. See, they over. Oh no, they way over here, dog. Look at this. So I don't know what's going on up here. All I see is core, pa, ib, if I have to read it like that. M. They left out the in excellence, so I don't even know where they at. To you, but look at this. This ain't about the back. The back is over here. Your back. Right? Yeah, y'all can see that. So if that's the case, he ain't even bending his arms to over here. Watch this. High and whatever that is. I don't know, but I'm learning. But watch this. Uh, you have to go X. Do. Following these texts sometimes be crazy. When then we got the K and the M. All right. I don't know what that means. But I'm gonna try an X with a K and an M. Nope, let's try a capital X. No, it ain't a capital X with a K and a A. No, so that K ain't with it. I'm gonna just go. I got that. Hold up. Don't trip. Let me find it. All right. That might be all because I'm getting like, oh man. You feel me? Because look at this. They did something different. When they got to leaving out this in excellence part, maybe I don't know what's going on, but I see in excellence. Then what I see? Let me see. In excellence, why would it say to him? So, I mean, to you. Remember, disputed in his moment, wiser. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wiser than you. All right, so, okay, I got it. Wisdom, some of them, that's what throwing me off. But it says, in excellence, okay, he's like wise and excellent more than you. More than you, family. So this is a comparative R. I knew this don't make no sense. That say more than you. So this gotta be the word, so why it ain't in the dictionary? Oh, because I should just put X-A-M. Now I see X-A-M, watch this, see? X-A-M. Told you, that's why. You have to figure that out, bro. Come on, that means bend. See, bend your arm. See, we have to figure that out, but we ain't doing that. We supposed to be looking at the primary, dog. I'm learning it from the wrong text, and that's not helping us. Let's learn it from this. Core. Now I gotta come back to this core pi part in this ib, core pi ib. It's probably just gonna be a whole phrase by itself. We got the M bar here after this single stroke. The read leaf, so this is in excellence, MQR. So this M bar, read leaf, Q, R. This is a papyrus roll. So this starts with an R. This is that more than you. This is RK. RK. Just look like scribble scrabble, huh? RK, more than you. This is more than you. Right now, this is the KH sound, and then with a K, the A bird, and then the M bird. We just looked that up. But that's M. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what the hell is this? Oh, I see. M, because this word, this is two arms, huh? Feel me? With a reed leaf behind it. Let me see. I'm about to be exhausted in a minute. It was two arms. So how you find that in the original text? Like this. What's the difference between these two arms? And how is they doing that like that? Because they spoke, oh, this one got something in it, in the hand. Because the arm should be facing to the right. This first one is turned down and a slanted shoulder. This got stiff shoulder. The one before the Uchik got straight up shoulder. Let's see. Yep. See? So this is just representing the slanted shoulder. But this right here is crazy. I think this is even a different arm. I think this is different than the one they put, but whatever. We can see that. And then they got an Uchik and 2 strokes, then a K. Now what's this? I know this is the M bird. So this is Cat MS. So, okay, so is this cat like a body in it? Belly in it? Hold up, sorry. What does it say? Instead of being like that. Go back and try to read it. Fall. Remember, this was like fall. No, this is something else because the started right here. This is still in excellent. Oh. Whatever. This is the M appear in excellence with the determinatives than you. So he's more excellent than you. Oh, this is bend. This is M, and it's the 2 arms. That means bend. Ooh. What's this Uchik doing right here? I don't know. Ooey. Let's go see. Sorry. No, this sounds crazy. Yeah, because it got this we. Also, this we. Okay, so this is a demonstrative. This is the your. I mean, this ain't a demonstrative. This is the dependent pronoun we to say you or it should be my arms. Let me see. Dependent pronoun we. It should be my arms. I ain't tripping, but we got it. I ain't tripping. I'm not gonna go look for that. Just gonna fatigue myself. But I know what that is. That's the dependent pronoun. If you want to look that, maybe I can find it quicker in Hoax book. No, both of these stale books that's on the internet moving too slow. So I'm just closing them. I got it open right here, not on there. Maybe I can zoom through it. Well, this is all blank. Man, this is nothingness, dude. It ain't even showing up. So forget it. Yeah, that's the dependent pronoun we. But why is it saying your? This is to bend arms. I thought we was my arms. I guess we is your arms. Now, okay, because look, now I got to, okay, hold up. Sorry about that. That's doing the your. See, I knew it. That's doing the your. So this is just doing both of your arms. This is the duality, okay? My bad. So this is like both your arms. 2 arms, dual amount of arms. Okay, yeah. And then this is the your. Now what is this ka, m, saka? And then it says your back. Something about your back. Your back. Okay, cool. It took me too long to work through that. I thought that was something else. I wasn't looking at that as continuing from this word because it's behind the determinatives, y'all. When they do stuff like that, let's go look at the hieratic now. Let's go see if this we is really behind the determinatives. And if it ain't, I'm going to be like, see, but it is going to be. Because you can't always think they messing up. They did it for a reason. Oh, boy, I don't know what I'm looking for. Here we go. We're looking for 2 arms. Here they go. Here go the Uchik and the two strokes after the two arms. So they didn't do it wrong. The ancient Egyptian wrote it that way. They put the determinatives and then put the clenching and, you know, the number and stuff after it. Not the gender, but number. Which it was dual, so both your arms. That's your. Now this right here is Cat MS. Cat MS is crazy. Cat can mean body or belly. So let's go and see. We got the part about the arm, well, bend thy back, but we got that though too though, because look. So this is your back. See your back right there. So they saying the word is come. That's the word to bend. They got this word. XM is going to be to bend. Sia, ek is your back. So that means XM, there's a word for bend that is an XM word. Oh, we already looked it up. Wait a minute. XM, it still is XM, but it got an I in it. So that means that word go hella far, dog. Golly. Dude, this ain't making no sense to me. Because they saying this go all the way like this. Seriously. Let's work this out. Because they say, oh, this is bending your arms first. Now we want to get on to bending your back. So they just wrote it shorter. Okay, see this? Look. That's Kim. XKHM. Or if you're just going to say, this is the one we just looked up. But this is a shorter way to write it. This M. So see? XM, I'm learning. So they wrote it out long form to bend the arms. And this is the bend your back. So it's telling them to bow. Bend your back. I just had to figure that out because this is an XM too. And this is an XKHM. So just let me know that when we looked at the dictionary, we right. Look. XAM is this one. Want to see the other one? Improve it? It's going to say bend when we take the A out. Watch. Watch. We're going to find one to say bend without the A. That ain't it. It still got to be there because we know it's there. Oh, you know why I do it with a capital X? No, man, it gotta be. Hold on. Maybe a capital, how do I get that? Cat. It ain't a capital H, though. How do you get the cat? Is that a capital? Oh, is it a Q, huh? All right, I'm gonna find it. I don't know. Forget it. But we seeing it still. Y'all know transliteration better than me. Remind me how I get the, I thought it was just this cat back here. That one. Now we ain't looked at the primary hella long. We tripping. So y'all can follow this then, because there it go right there. That's the cat, and then the MS. Back to the translation. We got the bend your back. Now let's see. Do not be angry with him if he is not with you. All right. So where's the bending your back though? This is. That's a chati bird, huh? That's an A. All right, man. Because they kind of translating different. Because when I come over here, let me look. Oh, what the Chati bar is just the. Right? So the what? All right, whatever. Something about your heart to him, your mind to him. Don't. Now this man, what's this man giving me? To you. Don't do something to you, to him. You have made to him. You have made to him. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. I'm just getting on my own tangent. I forgot I was even live, dog. For a minute, I really did. I just started being like I'd be at the house. And so I'm about to, since I'm forgetting and all this stuff, I think I'm fatigued out. We can remember we got this Cat MS part about your back. They talk about don't turning your back. So this is the top bar, and I'm saying it got a man determining it after it. So I'll investigate later. I did this for 3 hours and I'll fatigue myself. Thanks for watching. I'll be back later with some different content, maybe tomorrow. Peace, peace.